This has been one hell of an experience. Have a look at that. Changing the car. Made a little seat into the rubber bush. You can sit inside. Feel the fabric. Yeah, guys, this bit busy. Picking up his pictures, random dude just come up. Yeah, we're getting his ticket to go back to Tokyo for the night in the hotel. And we'll be editing all this possible. You do try turning the chills on.
I'm with a cold sweat.
Hot sweat, man. You said this were going home with you. 600 quid, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm up. Hey, up. Did you hear that?
No.
You said 600. We're having that as a first time thing.
20 seconds.
Right, if I bid again, are you going to bid any more?
He's got that poker face on his shoulder. 10, 9.
Well done, mate.
Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But then, do you not care? If you get a swipe, do you not? Does it not start to build up down? I had to do it.
You've eaten everything I've ever built on a slope, mate. I forgot everything.
Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to this week's GKP Thursday Night Live. And we're here alone. They're late. Well, no. They're not late because there's no clocking in. Hope everybody's had a good week up to press. Couple of things I'd like to touch on. Just the first one being if anybody is interested and would like to join. Excuse me, guys. I've just had a pizza. And that was goddamn hot, but it was a bit spicy as well. So if you'd have seen me literally at the beginning when I set the intro going, I took a mouthful of the pizza. And you know, when you breathe in as you're about to have something to eat, don't you? And you breathe in, I sucked a crumb to the back of my throat and then pebble dashed my monitor with coughing on nearly choking to death. So it's a good job it is a long intro. If you'd have seen me damn near half dead. Right, yeah. First of all, I'd like to announce and let people know. Yeah, I nearly killed myself. Nearly did, mate. The Gaza's Koi Pond community on Facebook, up to press. I think it's actually gone live with it today, or it might have been yesterday. It was for a 3-day turnaround. It's always been as a private group, and that's made it quite difficult to grow the group. So now the group has become public. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. I hope that doesn't upset anybody. But making it as a public group, I'm hoping that perhaps maybe it'll grow a little bit more, and we'll get more comments. Maybe have more people that might join us on a Thursday Night Live, and more easier for people to share their fish with us when it comes back to doing the koi appreciation. But it was something that once you'd made it private, you couldn't switch it and change it, and it remained so. But Facebook must have made some changes to their communities and groups and such, and the guidance of it all, and have now allowed it to become a public entity. So it's now a public group. So welcome to all the new people that have joined this week. All 5 of you so far since it's gone public, and hopefully many more to come, and it continues to grow. Hopefully Matt and Rick will be joining us, and Crafty will be at some point, but he might be working or working late. If anybody's got any topics or anything that they would like to have a chat about this evening, then if you could just do us a favour, just put in a capital question mark or whatever, capital letters, just so it stands out, or just stick a question mark, and then whatever you want to discuss in the comments, and we will go through them as we usually do. And until these guys join this evening, who's that one? Matt's the first one. Here he is. No comment. A nervous laugh. What happened? Where were you? What happened today? What's gone wrong?
It's just been a long day.
Really? Do you know what? Today, mate, it started off like an absolute disaster. But absolutely flown. Busy at work, trying to get everything up and running and sorted. And I'm not saying, I know we've got all the filters and everything done, but we're trying to get these two new grown ponds done and completed, which in doing that work has led to other works that need to be done. Not so much that works that need to be done, but there were things that were we might as well do it now while we're doing that kind of thing. So it's progressed into more and more jobs, but it's been good. It's positive.
How many batches of fish you have back in? Just the one so far?
Yeah, the next one's due. Hang about, what day are we on? I'll tell you, mate. 28th. So another 2 weeks, and in that time we need to get these. At present, they're up and running now with the filter systems as they were, and just the same as what we've got with the conventional ponds that are already there. So ideally, really, we could just go straight ahead and do it, but we want to increase it and make it better. So I just nearly choked on a piece of my. Actually, a pebble dash. In fact, I can still see tomato splatters all over my monitor. I'm so glad that I wasn't eating that on air, because if I would have made myself look. I choked with a mouthful of pizza, and obviously you can imagine where all that pizza went. Buff. And it went all over my monitor, all over my camera, everything. So I've had to quickly clean it all up. But I'm thinking, come on, man, I've got 2.5 minutes to do it before it go live. No, I'm trying to get it all done and finished beforehand. But now anyway, but it'd have been even worse if you'd have seen it. That'd have been a sight that nobody really wants to see. You'd have had it'd have been like one of those, what is it? It's like a 3D mover as you watch pizza and tomato juice and everything else, and everything just splatter straight towards you as a camera.
And all of a sudden it would have just gone.
It did, mate. It were over camera a lot. I couldn't see just a red haze. But I nearly died for a minute. Well, there might be a few people that'd be happy about that, but there might be a couple that were disappointed. But yeah, as I was saying, with the Facebook community, it's turned public, and hopefully it grows. Fingers crossed it does. We're up to just 1.1K now, so hopefully it'll get a bit bigger and we get more people coming in and more questions, more topics, not just Tony Farmer or Coy's videos and shorts that have been posted in there week in, week out, week in, week out. Hopefully, we might get a few more things stuck in there. And if you are a member and you are active, thank you very much. And those that are active, let's get it going a little bit more. Let's get people in there. Let's get people talking. Let's get people discussing things, because there are lots of groups out there. But there are lots of groups out there that give away or give bad advice. Not to say that my advice would be perfect or the best, but there are some things that worry me by sometimes when I read them, with what people say and what people go on about and what people say that they should do. Like topics, for example, got a fish that keeps laying over on its side. You want to go straight in there with salt, but it already put over in this topic, it already put in that it'd been treating for flukes. Everybody's saying to salt the pond without even thinking, is the products that is used safe to use with salt? You know, and giving advice to start wanging salt in your pond. Have you got the means of measuring how much salt you put in? Nobody's telling anybody what type or how much salt to put in there. Just literally, salt your pond, salt your pond. This is, you've got this, you've got that, you've got other. And then other ones where you've got professionals giving diagnoses as to, sounds like you've got heavy metals. How do you come up with that from fish laying on the side? Heavy metals in your water. I mean, how is that a thing? How do we know we've got heavy metals in your water, Matt? If you wanted to find out if you've got heavy metals in your water, what do you have to do?
Send it off and get tested.
That's all. Yeah, 100%. Get it tested.
Yeah. The big one is when you see them with bodies that are extended, swollen up, and you see them going, yeah, it's egg bound. And like we said,
the amount of times I've read that, I'm thinking, how many times has Rick sat here evening after evening on a Thursday night and said, the chances of a fish becoming egg bound are slim to none. He has never come across it and he's never experienced it in all the time that he's been doing it. It's not, it's not that kind of a thing. They can absorb them. They can, they could just be fat. They could be, it could be a tumor. It could be there's lots of things. A lot of people thinking my fish hasn't spawned and it looks fat. Could be male, just fat. I mean, it's not besides it.
Compress the underneath towards the vent, and it may release the eggs. And it's like, what the hell?
But the thing is, though, mate, they won't release the eggs until they're ready to release them. Yeah. Don't matter how much. Don't matter if you get out there and put some Barry White on. Don't matter if you go out there and get some candles, sprinkle some rose petals. Until that female wants to let those eggs go, she ain't letting them go. That's it.
I can see
it's got to be the right conditions, hasn't it? Everything's got to be just right.
I can see what your love life's like. Barry White and petals.
Exactly.
Does it work?
It works, mate. It works. Like shite, it works. More chance of playing piss, mate. Hang about. Wait, what's that one there? Question for Matt. We'll start off with this one. Question for Matt. Are there any new Kajaku you posted on Facebook today? And are there any prices yet?
They range from $250 to $350, and they will all be hopefully on the website tomorrow evening.
Sweet. They look nice, mate. Just actually spotted them while I was having a quick nose. There's a nice fish there, mate.
And there's some even better ones to come out tomorrow.
Even better ones, eh? So you've been doing some photographing or videoing it?
Trying to, in between all the bits and pieces we're doing at the moment, but it's just trying to find the time. I had a customer today that bought every single fish of mine that's under 5 inches. So we've literally had a vital clear out. It's been brilliant. So I've got loads of tanks now all empty. And now I can bring them
all ready to get filled up again, yeah?
Exactly.
Honestly, I mean, I know I haven't been doing this long, but I swear to God, when I first started, all the new stock on the Tosai were coming in. And to see all those Tosai and see all those fish and watching them, watching fish blossom, watching them develop, watching them grow on, and looking at them all, and then getting towards the autumn harvest time, and those tanks becoming emptier and emptier and emptier and emptier, and thinking, shit, man, it's eerie when you walk in this polytunnel now. That pump, that system's shut down. That one's shut down. It's so quiet in here. There's no fish to feed. And I'm thinking, what are we going to do? And then you start preparing for everything else coming in and you're wondering, have we got enough time to get this done? Are we going to be ready in time? And then they're all full again. There's fish everywhere. And it's mint. Yeah, it's great.
Start all over again.
Right, let's have I've missed a couple of other ones. Matt's topic. Why am I late? Everybody's going to be getting on here about this topic now, you know, especially when you keep threatening us all with those dodgy chocolate bars. So you've got that one. We've touched on that one. Gaz Jones says, evening, Gaz, Matt. How's the work on the house coming along? Mate, bathroom's mint. The last thing that we've got to do, last thing I've got to do now is to fit my kitchen. And Lee Oliver knows all about this one. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate what you've. I'll bell you tomorrow, mate, and fill you in. What we've got to do now, we've been down. We've had a kitchen designed. Looks mint. Absolutely lovely. We've managed to be able to get us a load more. Yes, they have, mate. Sorry, I'm just reading his question that he's just put in. We've got it all done. We've got it all sorted. We've got it all designed and everything. So now we just need to get it at the right price. Once we get it to the right price, then we're going to be making the purchase and getting it here. So it will be going in, just not this weekend, because this weekend I'm going over to the mother-in-law to help her shut down a caravan with her, to give her an hand, close it down for the season, and have a little bit of a break, a weekend. Well, it won't be a break because it'll be me doing 10 ton of work and probably cutting grass and everything else around caravan and getting it all closed up. But a chance to have a nice wandering walk in the rain along a soggy beach and all that kind of stuff. Maybe a few drinks on Saturday night. But yeah, so we've got nothing to be done this weekend. Going down to see him again the following weekend to finalise a few things. And then hopefully it'll be coming in. Once we got it in, I'll be smashing the crap out of the kitchen in there and banging in a new one. And then I've got to get it all done, tiled, painted, decorated, and finished before Christmas. Not that we're going to be enjoying it or making use of it at Christmas, because this year we're going out for Christmas. So new kitchen for now. Not only joking. But yeah, everything else is done and sorted. I tell you what, hey, we had a proper weird one, right? We've got Ala sent me a message yesterday saying, you ain't going to believe this. As I'm driving home thinking, I'll look at it when I get back home. So when I got back home, she's like, you're not going to believe what happened. We had a picture that's been up on us hallway. It's like, it's a map of the world. Yeah. But it's hand painted and it's all sort of like proper detailed. It's really nice. Somehow that painting's fallen off the wall. It's dropped down behind the back of the banister, put a massive, great big chunk out of the riser of the, your staircase. It's then bounced, gone over one of the handrail banister brackets, your handrail bracket that holds onto the wall, flipped over, smashed another dent at it further down, and then gone further down again, and then whacked his clock on hallway, put a great big dent in that, and took 5 great big chunks out of picture frame. But when we came in, we heard she heard the racket and thought, what the hell was that? And when she went out to have a look, she was like, well, what was that? And it's wedged nicely behind the back of the handrail, just in situ, like somebody just come along and slid it behind there as a nice little position. So yeah, that was a bit random. So I ended up doing a bit of my old cosmetic repair stuff last night in the living room, filling a picture frame and touching it all back in and colour matching it and graining it all back in again to match it all back up and mend it. So yeah, once you get one job done, there's another job that comes from nowhere, from God knows what reason, but these things are sent to try us. So yeah, it's coming along good, mate. Thanks, but yeah, more and more stuff. What that one kitchen to do and get knocked off and done, and then we're sorted. Susan says Gaz is nearly at the 3,000 subscribers. Let's get him there. Yeah, we're just 100 odd subscribers to go. As I noticed this evening as I was doing the editing to get all this sorted out. We're, well, hopefully, fingers crossed, we might get there for Christmas. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. No big deal.
You imagine having 3,000 people watching us.
I wish we did, mate. I wish we did, because I'd like to have a bigger audience. I'd like it to grow a little bit more. But I'm blown away that there's 3,000 people that have, or close to 3,000 people, that have come to join my channel and join us and watch my content without me having to spend thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands building myself a massive great big pond. They're content to see what I'm doing at work, what I'm doing with my little pond in my little garden, which is a simple, straightforward, bog standard homemade filtration system. So I feel blessed. Well, thank you very much, Susan. Appreciate it. Got to fill it up with something, Gaz. You're right, Tony. You're right, mate. 100%. And keep them coming, mate. End of the day, let's see if we can keep you growing too, mate. So I don't mind any YouTuber popping this content on there, so it helps people get something good to watch and entertains them, and you get some more subscribers out of it, mate. Keep doing it. Keep them coming, mate. We dog of sawdust, right as rain in the morning. It blags the shit out.
I was going to say something like that. It's got to be Marco, and then it popped up Marco. We dog
of sawdust, right as rain in the morning. There you go. Put a magnet on the rope. Magnet on the rope? What's that from? What did I miss? Magnet on the rope. You blagged me. I don't know what that one was. Jonathan says Olympic injections now available for fat koi. I think people have so many questions about fish health because getting a fish vet is almost impossible. It is, and I can agree with you in that sense. It is almost impossible. And when they turn around and say, could you do us a favor? Could you bring the fish down? It's not that easy, is it? It's not like you can there to collect the heavy metals. Magnet on a rope. I can't see it. I mean, heavy metals in your water. I know there will be metals in there, but I can't see as it's going to be that detrimental to koi. And I'm not saying it isn't, before everybody starts going, he don't know what he's fucking talking about. I'm saying I don't understand how it can be that detrimental and why it would make a big difference. If there was a hell of a lot of it, concentrated levels of it, yes, I can get that and understand that. But if it's there only in a small number, let's see what do you think? How bad? Hey, is he? I can't tell if he's froze or whether, oh no, there's actually isn't there. Heavy metals in water, mate. How bad is heavy metals in water? To what degree or amount do you need to have for them to be an issue?
You're talking to me?
Yeah. No, that dude beside you with the green eyeballs. I'm just talking to both of you in general. No, anybody in public, if you're watching as well, how bad can it be?
Very bad.
But has anybody ever from normal domestic tap water had heavy metals that are dangerous to the fish?
Yeah.
Well, surely to God, if that was the case, wouldn't that be bad to us? Wouldn't that be not fit for human consumption?
Yeah, but it's different. React differently, don't we?
That's what I'm saying.
Copper's one of the most deadly things to fish there is, but we drink through copper pipes.
Yeah. And fill us pods up with them.
Done.
But copper, concentrated coppers. How much copper do you get in your pond from filling it with copper pipes? Trace elements, or are we talking,
It is trace elements, but traces of lead don't do us any favours, do they?
No, that's why they changed from lead pipes to copper, innit? Because it were giving people lead poisoning. That's a fair long time ago, like. But it was a case of most houses were straight lead straight through and into kitchen, weren't they, or into your bathroom?
Yeah, no, copper's proper dangerous to fish. It's nicotine.
What about other metals then? What can you like you've got your zincs and stuff, but yet they're added to
Hello,
food.
Crafty.
Good evening, bud.
Good evening, man.
Evening, Matt. Evening, Gaz. Thanks for the welcome. Just straight in with the heavy
Did
metal
you
turf
not-
fish.
Did you not get a
I said, is he here or is he not here? Is he? Because
Oh, what?
you
Well,
paused for ages.
I did. Right, I'm on.
What's the question?
Metals in ponds.
Heavy metals in your pond water.
Yeah, nasty, man.
Nasty
So,
man. That's nasty, man.
Yeah. I don't know what's been said, so I ain't going to say.
No, I'm just saying it was just something I read, a comment that I read about, it could be heavy metals, it could be this, it could be that, it could be over about somebody having an issue with the fish. We're just talking about some of the stuff that you hear and thinking, I don't understand as to why or how much you need for it to become an issue for your fish. I mean, when you think about it, most mineral water must contain it because it's coming through the ground and that will pick up iron and it'll pick up everything else, which is because all the minerals and everything that we get out of the water as water passes through ends up there at some stage, doesn't it? So all the metals that we get all come out of the ground, so it's got to be some trace elements of it running through everything.
Yeah,
Why is it heavy metals and not just metals?
Copper. Heavy copper can absolutely just kick off.
Well, yeah, Rick's just said it's really bad to koi.
Very toxic.
It's really bad.
You've got to remember that when fish are in the water, they use their gills to basically survive, and it's so poisonous in the gills that it literally fucks them so hard that you can literally suffocate the fish through contamination through the copper in the water. Right,
I'm going to turn you up a little bit, mate.
It's probably because I'm at work still, mate. Weakens the immune system. Obviously irritates skin, but most importantly, mate, it gets in amongst it, and that's how it affects. I had a back problem of heavy copper and iron in my pond, along with real raised chloramine as well. I don't know what has been going on, but I had a very bad time this time last year. I lost about six of my expensive fish. Andy Finch is the man that come up with where the problem lied, because I was fucking going around the twist. Fish were lying on their side.
Oh, right. So that is that right, because this is what this gentleman has been having as well. Is fish have been laying on the side and they'd been dying, but they was dying, and it was his old stock that was dying after introducing new stock.
I think it affected different fish at different rates, actually. As you can imagine, being in the trade, I've gone through as much as I could go through, to a point where I was like, what the fuck is going on? The only thing that you can't test, like with anything out of like a shop, is the contamination coming from the source water, right? So, I'm not on about ammonia or nitrite, I'm on about all the other stuff. So Andy Finch, eventually, once I've worked out that it's nothing that I'm doing, that was the issue, and then started to see that the condition got worse and worse, that Andy Finch come to the rescue, and it was like, this is what's going on. So pre-filtration, I actually got pre-filtration.
So what do you use then, Crafty, for a pre-filtration on to remove heavy metals?
I've got bone char and carbon, activated carbon. So I've got two.
So it'd be the bone char that's taking out the heavy metals, and then the carbon for dechlorinating.
But what Andy will do, he will give you a very good. He will give you a very good rundown. He'll literally, off a postcode, be able to print the most up-to-date water records. And the ones that you find online, I mean, 2 years ago was the most recent one I could find. Andy could get the most recent. So he was like, fuck me, mate. He said, yeah, no wonder you're struggling. You've seen this. So
the best way to find out would be to have
20
that.
grand later, that's how much I burnt in fish.
It's the best way to
I
be.
jump in though, Gaz, and just say that if the guy's never had a problem with his pond and put new fish in there, and then there's fish laying about, it's probably not heavy metals in the water that's the problem.
That's what I thought too, mate. Yeah, it more indicated towards something else as his issue started weeks after, or a couple, like a week after adding new stock.
And if the old fish are dying and the new fish ain't, they're all living in the same water. So at the end of the day, if all your fish are behaving in a manner, then you can blame water and whatever. But if you change, if you do something, and
my whole pond.
Yeah,
you got to be careful. So obviously, copper's great for heat exchanging. So the heat exchange is like when we make our own ones. It would be great, wouldn't it? You can just put a section of copper piping in, but it's so toxic to fish. It's not good. So yeah, stainless steel's kind of the way forward, isn't it? But yeah, zinc, another one. Zinc, not so much to fish, but to live food. Live food is soup. So for our point of view, a tiny bit of galvanized steel, water running off from that will have a massive effect on the live food population.
Can damage
it doesn't affect the fish. The fish are fine, but the Daphnia and all those zooplankton and whatever are so sensitive to zinc that it's an issue. So
full house now, evening everyone.
Roll in now.
But it says that Dave Thompson saying there, you've copper in some foods.
I think the thing is, it's different how you got to go right into chemistry. So how things react. There's something that's necessary in a diet in a different form can be toxic. Make sense? Oh,
Listen that one. Heavy metals is bad, but smoke on the water is okay. LOL. Oh, that's cheesy, that one.
Whoa, mate.
Dinner was running late. I'm in trouble.
Right, no worries.
Yeah, so you imagine you need magnesium in food. You need calcium, potassium and magnesium are both metals.
Yeah.
You think of them, you might use them as a treatment. You might use them as an additive. Different forms and how they're accessible to the fish will, whether it's toxic or not. It gets a bit beyond where we are, probably beyond where I am generally. But yeah, it's mental. If you go right back to ammonia, fish are producing ammonia, you add a little bit of chemistry with that, and it becomes something that's not toxic in the same way. And you add a bit more chemistry, and suddenly it's something that's not toxic at all when it's plant food. Just by adding an extra oxygen molecule or taking away or doing whatever. Ozone, you add an extra oxygen molecule to oxygen, suddenly it's toxic.
Yeah.
But still oxygen, isn't it?
It's crazy, isn't it?
One more molecule of oxygen attached, and it kills everything. So,
yeah, it's crazy how many things can affect stuff than what most people wouldn't even give a second thought to. And that's why I asked about it, and that's why I said, how is that a thing? You'd think if it were fit for us to drink, it would be fit for fish to live in. You'd think, wouldn't you? But obviously not.
Reaction, isn't it?
Right back to chlorine. It's fit for us to drink, but it'll kill fish.
Yeah, but there's fluoride in his water as well, isn't there, and stuff like that, and that ain't really a good thing for us. But yet it's there.
Makes your teeth right.
Does it?
There's more. If people run a report on their actual supply, you would be really surprised at what is actually
what's actually in it. Yeah, right. You would, mate.
We'll have to go back to the old days. We have to drink beer because water's not safe to drink.
Yeah, now there's a good idea. Got to do this. 1 second. Bloody adverts. Right, and I'm going to say it. Week in, week out, we're here. And if I manage to make a maximum of what? £6.50 per evening doing this live week in, week out.
Whoa.
And I've got to spread that four ways for people that don't come up with topics and turn up late and drink beer with mummies wrapped up in cloth outside of them.
£1.62.5
each. Yeah.
3 hours.
I've got to add the adverts there so that these guys can make their hard-earned money. And at the end of the day, I'm not twisting your arm up your back to watch.
Or you get an ad blocker.
Oh, yeah. Stop being a tight bastard. I'll work out how to use the internet and get yourself an ad blocker. It's simple.
When you know how, tell me.
We could live like Game of Thrones.
If you don't know how to do it, when you said I'll do it for you. In fact, right, when we've finished, I shall take control of your laptop. Yeah, I'll take control of your laptop from my PC and I will install it for you. How's that? And if anybody else wants it, drop me an email and I'll put it on your PC for you.
We're good. I like the adverts. How else do I know what I need to buy?
Exactly. I mean, you're complaining about adverts, but that's just come up with a perfectly good suggestion for someone's Christmas present. Just saying.
Right.
What would you do without them?
I just want to bring up one thing, mate, that I think child support or child protection services may need addressing, because you cannot do to Ezra what you've done to him, which is Muslim.
Poor kid's not moved all night. Look at him.
Do you know what he's called?
Go on.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Mate, that is mint now, isn't it?
What? I don't know where to go with it. I didn't name it.
There you go. So Jeffrey. Now you know who he is.
So when Ezra's mates come round and they go, "Oh yeah, we were cuddling Jeffrey Epstein last night."
Mate, he needs to see that, doesn't he?
He's just done a video tonight of opening Pokemon packets.
Has he?
For something. I got him some. It's his video. I don't know, mate.
I'm trying to get over to Japan in next month.
Next month, December.
Yeah, I want
to
to
go for Christmas.
I want to do a bit of South.
A bit of what? South
Japan.
Colin, is drinking water safe to drink?
No. That's why you buy the bottles in plastic that ain't safe to drink.
Fanta.
And then Sarah says the novice being the actual thing, you can't use ad blocker when you're watching on TV. Yes, you can. You novice. Do your research. You can.
Can you?
You can get ad blockers. Yeah. You might have to
on
pay
TV.
For it. You might have to pay for it, but you can. Yeah. All smart TVs now have apps, and you can. An ad blocker is an app, and you can just install it as and when you want. Gaz, how does it work for yourself? As I have YouTube Premium. Do you still get some money?
Not from you.
Yes, actually, mate. Actually, if you have YouTube Premium goes towards a percentage of funding YouTube. So, yeah, when you pay for your premium, you don't get adverts because you pay a premium for it, but that goes towards YouTube, which goes out towards all their So in percentage, yeah, mate.
Certainly
Less
do.
a little bit.
You get paid from everyone.
Yeah.
A hair's breadth.
That's it.
Breadth.
If you can call it payment, to be fair.
Yeah,
By the time they tax you for it.
to be fair, guys, I'm not. There's no way on this earth. I mean, if I go onto my YouTube studio now, if I go on there and have a look and say, right, let's just see what my average earnings are from $37 to $110 per month. So it's not like I'm going to get to retire early on doing this, is it? I mean, it's not like I'm getting it. If anything, it helps towards the upkeep of my pond. That's it, simple. And it doesn't even, what I earn on a night doesn't even cover the amount it costs me to pay for this program to do the show. So, feck off, Susan.
I mean, I'm on £200 an hour.
It don't even cover it. Is what?
I said I'm on £200 an hour, mate.
All we got to do, right, is between us do a TikTok dance in unison, bang it on TikTok, we'll be millionaires soon.
I could get me TikTok.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
That'd work.
Matt could do his feet.
He could get his, well, Matt could get his like little.
This ain't awful. You walk round in a bra, mate.
Yeah.
Someone's getting excited.
It's how annoying is the adverts? Is that why? I mean, there's only a few selected people that ever seem to moan about them, and those ones are the people that normally have their own YouTube channel, which is monetized, which puts adverts out there for us all to watch.
There's a difference though. If you're watching a video, you don't miss anything, do you? It comes back before. But if you're watching a live,
you don't miss anything on this.
Yeah, you would do, wouldn't you?
You don't stop it and go, right, that section's missing. It literally puts an advert on for a couple of seconds and then.
But you're not live anymore.
Not all of them.
Skippable,
aren't
they? Skippable ones are only whether or not you've skipped X amounts. You have so many skips, don't you? Apparently.
No, it's so I've been looking into YouTube with regards to advertisements because the Perfect Aquatics competition page, just looking at ways to market it. So one of the ways is through YouTube, and like Google, you can sort of pay to advertise via pay-to-click, or it will work out when your sort of audience is more online, and then it will push adverts out. Quite intelligent stuff, but with YouTube, you can actually pay for those skippable ads, but it forces you to watch a certain amount of that advert before you can skip it. So you can pay for a whole advert to be broadcast or the skippable ones. So it all depends on what you've bought and what YouTube want to put in your video.
Pay for the skippable one, but just before it can skip, start taking the top off.
Look, stop
And
being cheap
watch it.
for YouTube. Welcome to YouTube Monetary Channel. Very annoying as you miss everything up to 2 minutes. Then stop watching. Not my fucking problem, is it? God damn.
It is, Gas. It's your problem. You should be.
It's my problem because I monetize my channel. Oh God. Far be it from me to actually get something back from all what
you should do, Gav, is say, look, everyone out there that wants to watch it, donate me £1 each.
Yeah, there you go.
Get more money, and then
I tell you what, right? Super chat, man. Some super chats, and I'll stop monetizing it. I'll stop monetizing my channel full stop.
Make it a group thing that people have to pay to watch.
See? Now listen to what they're all saying. I just put adverts on.
They're
all wanting me to brass. I hate adverts. Everything I watch has adverts. Stop being cheap then, Seska, and buy a decent package that prevents the advert. Doesn't even cover the electric gas. Exactly, Paul.
Flag off your viewers, Dave.
Custard creams giveaway for the adverts. Feels like I'm missing out. Send us some ads.
I like what Dave just put in. if you're getting ads, can you tell us in the chat what ad you've just got? At least we know what people
We
are
could all
paying.
buy one and make it work.
Just had Argos ads. See, there you go. Thinking about
Christmas
you all, right,
presents.
guys. Now you can think of something good to get your missus for Christmas, because it's
Argos
going to
have
be a
just done
Christmas-related
coin
advert.
filters, mate.
I mean, Susan tried telling me not so long ago that her system crashed every time she got some adverts, but yet she's still here.
Yeah, but she's watching from America, and that's behind us. So today's yesterday.
It's just blackmail. YouTube is $12.99 a month. Stops adverts.
Oh, don't pay that.
Cost me that just to put this show on a month.
Right, let's talk about something fishy.
Yeah, instead of fucking adverts.
What have you been doing, Grant?
Come on then, Matt. What have you been up to this week? Let's have it before adverts kick in. Quick.
Who did you say, me or Crafty?
You,
Matt, I'm going to go. I'm going to go this way, and then.
What have I been doing? Photographing new fish, sorting out the sturgeon and sterlets that arrived in today.
Oh, things, Matt. Why would you even buy them?
I sell. I would love to know where they all end up, because I sell 400 to 500 of them every year.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That much?
Yeah.
That much? That many? Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
it's
People kill them
weird.
quick, don't they?
I don't
yeah,
know whether
same two
people-
customers.
I don't know whether people are killing them or.
Oh, I was joking. Maybe they're growing them on and eating them. Caviar.
With a sturgeon, how often do you get somebody saying, "I've got a big sturgeon that's too big for my pond"?
At least 6 or 7 times a year on Facebook. Anybody
Yeah.
take this big sturgeon? It's outgrown my pond.
But you think how many of them are actually being sold?
Not a lot, then, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot really, but they do grow quite quick, don't they? In
Parents
the
love
right
them, don't they?
environment, right foods, and all that. What do you think then? We're talking a sturgeon. Do you think the sturgeon deserve a place in a koi pond?
I can see the difference in the ponds with sturgeon in the bottom of the ponds to the ones that haven't got any sturgeon in them.
What? There's no sturgeon in the at the bottom of the ponds in the ones without them in. Yeah, and there is ones with them in.
I don't think the amount of people that misunderstand or don't understand with the sturgeon, they think they're algae eaters that clean the side of the ponds. They don't at all.
No.
But what they do is when they spend most of their time swimming around on the bottom of the pond, they will stir up the corners of the pond, and you can see it in the tanks.
So you get a cleaner environment because they're moving the shit around more.
Yeah.
So towards the drains and etc.
And whether it's right or wrong, I treat my sturgeon as if they're not there. If I have to treat one of the ponds and the sturgeon are in there, they stay in there and they get treated, and I never ever have lost a single fish.
You've never.
No.
See, a lot of people always make out a big deal about being able to treat because of certain treatments. They're not supposed to be good with them.
No, I wouldn't recommend it, and certainly on the higher doses.
You just literally did.
I did not recommend it. I said I've done it and I do it, and I didn't. And then I've said them previously when I've caught, say if I've had flukes and I've taken out a sturgeon, and when I've done the scrape on the sturgeon, he's carrying the flukes as well. He's not. How would you explain it? Continually carrying the flukes. He's not heavily infested. But when you take out the sturgeon and put them into a separate tank, then treat the pond and then put them back in there, the chances are you're going to just be introduced. So I treat as if they weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sorry, I'll bring that one back up in a minute. There was that one. Can the sharp scales on big sturgeon damage koi?
Yeah, they can do.
They have what's known as an ectoskeleton, don't they? The bony structure on the outside of the body, haven't they?
Yes, the answer is yes, they can. As could a net,
One coil.
or a pump, or a plant pot, or a slab.
Or another koi.
overhanging the top of the pond. You disappeared there, Matt. What'd you say?
As well, another koi.
Koi can, heavy feeding, ducks. Coping
Ducks?
stones over your pond. Ducks, yeah, we had loads down from ducks.
Oh, ducks.
Ducks. D-U-C-K. Ducks.
Brand the koi just had one for Viagra.
That's the trouble.
That
You get
shows
old men,
what you've
all
been
a bunch of old
searching
men
for, doesn't it,
together.
mate?
Was it a good price?
Grey hair dye advert for a bald man. Oh my God. Right then. Question for the panel. Have you ever fancied getting in your pond in the summer and having a swim with your koi? I have done, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on
I
the
have
channel.
done.
So. I swam with mine when I made my new pond when I done it. So I can't say I haven't. And I have got in my pond quite a few times because it's easy just to get to the other side when I'm trying to do something with the acer tree. If I'm trying to prune it, whatever, you're trying to do that without falling in it is difficult. So I will just pull the netting back and get in there, but not so much to swim with them. But I have been in and I do get in with them. Right, you, Matt, have you ever fancied swimming with your koi?
I have done.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Naked. I've seen the video.
Naked.
Naked. Behave.
Crafty regular does naked as well. And Rick's is not as clean as our pond, so no. Yeah, dark horse koi. Says Gaz swims with the koi in Japan too. Oh, that was harsh, man. I'm never going to get to live that one down. But you're right, I did.
But are you watching on TV?
For Gaz. Yeah.
Lost one.
What's this? I love sturgeon, but I don't have a big enough pond, and it's not fair on them. Yeah, they do need a good size environment, don't they? They do need a good sized area.
There's so many types, though, man. It's not a.
I was going to say, my sterlets, I've got some albino ones. I've just got to come in. They're only going to go to 2 feet, 3 feet maximum, and they're pure white and they look stunning.
Yeah, I suppose that will.
Big, isn't it?
Say again, mate.
3 foot is big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big fish, yeah. It is if you bought 4 of them.
It's a big fish now.
Yeah, but that's like 40, 50 years' time it's going to get up to that size.
No. 3 or 4 months at the right diet.
It will be long gone by then.
Simon, piss off. That's what happens when you get older, balance is all shot. It's the leaning around trying to trim back and trim it into shape. That's difficult. It's not my balance. Well, it probably is a bit my balance as well. Yeah. Things change as you do get older, mate.
Right.
I'm a big fan of having PP. Having sturgeon in a pond, it can be very risky.
Only to the sturgeon.
And I think they do look like sharks a bit, me. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, they're good. They're pretty mega to look at, but they're not great. If you want to grow koi, you want a warm pond, don't you? If you want sturgeon in it, you want a cold pond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're not. Sorry, dog's messing with something in there. So they're not comfortable in like 24, 25 degree ponds then?
No, they prefer
They're
the
a
colder
cold
the better.
species, mate.
Mine are more active now than what they are during the summer months.
Richard says he has 2. And Seska says, Crafty, are you okay? You're very quiet tonight.
He's at work, isn't he?
I've got nothing to say yet. No doubt when there's time for me to pipe up and upset people, I will.
Let's poke the bear a bit.
You're challenging people to poke the bear now, Bertie.
Yeah.
Amanda Smith said in a picture, and I'm guessing this is going to be these two. Was it just the two? Yeah, right. So we'll share this because this was something to do with the copper in the water. I'll share that one afterwards, Matt. So that's the first one. Can we make that bigger?
That doesn't even look like a koi, man.
I'm guessing, is that the effects of the copper in the water? Is that what it was like? Yeah. And then, shit, is that the same fish? Yeah, it is. So it was a white fish, and I'm guessing that that's the effect of copper in the water. I don't know.
It's just one of those. If every fish is like it, fair enough. But if you've got one fish like it, then you can't really go back in. But yeah, it's toxic to them.
Iron creates that sort of effect in the fish as well.
Or maybe it was heavy metals then, not copper. There we go. Thank you. All right, Matt, what was that? What did you... So these are the white sturgeon.
Yeah. With the little cocker's nose coming in every so often.
I hope it didn't glitch out then halfway through that. Yeah.
But they're only sterlets, so they're not going to get particularly big anyway.
Not if your dog keeps trying to eat.
No, if your dog keeps trying to snaffle one. Yeah. No, you're right.
Along the Diamondback, she actually grabs one of them.
Shit, I've got to agree, Simon. They are pig ass ugly, I think.
To see a grab one.
Who's buying that one with no tail?
I don't like them. They're not for me at all. I mean, I can understand people wanting fish like that in a pond with, just them in, but I wouldn't want them alongside my koi. Not my cup of tea at all.
Yeah, but your pond's perfect for sterlets.
Yeah, it probably would be, mate. Yeah.
Bloody crazy. You could have rainbow
probably should have a pond full of them instead of koi at all.
No, they'd grow in there, I guess.
It's what?
They would grow in there.
They would, mate, yeah.
But only thing that speed trial, mate. Back of your car on sterlets.
See what they do.
They'd have to be sinking though.
Yeah, they don't like
upside down.
Yeah, they do it upside down. I've seen them doing it. I've seen them doing it in your shop, doing that upside down.
That's normally because they're not being fed.
I don't feed them sinking food. That's why.
There you go. So
those techniques, mate. Get on it.
Yeah.
Barbara, I've just approved you, and thanks very much for joining us.
Anyway, what do we think about the amount of people in Japan buying fish? I think there's more people in Japan buying fish this year than people that keep fish in the country.
Yeah, from what I can gather, mate, and what I've been told, it has been the busiest that people I know that are over there have ever known it. Never known it to be as busy as what it has been this season, making it extremely difficult.
Mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder how it's going to affect the prices of the fish and February, spring, when we're back out there buying the tosai and I guess the late this side.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it's as busy for the tosai season when it kicks off, or whether or not it calms down a little bit and the bad weather just keeps not so much bad weather, but the worst weather conditions.
Most of the hobbyists are out there now, aren't they? They're not going to be out there.
Well, this is the time in it. People go over there, pick a nice tosai, have it grown on. They want to go over there and experience it and get it, pick it up, or pick up some belting nisai that are just coming out. But yeah,
I don't know about you, Crafty, but when we were out there in February,
Simon says,
when we were out there in February, we didn't see anybody, did we, Rick? In all the farms, we didn't bump into anybody. I can't think of anybody.
Not
No, it was when I were over there.
Japan this year, man, is. I mean, I was up with Ryan this morning on the video phone. I think it was 2:30 this morning, buying some fish, and yeah, man, this year has been, number one, it's been a bad Nissan season. Number two, the Americans have absolutely fucking decimated Japan this year. So the Nagata auction that went on a couple of days ago, there was fish there going for absolutely stupid money in comparison to previous years. And it was the Americans outbidding each other the whole time. So, you know,
now, do you think that's crafty? Do you think that's all to do with? You remember last year? I think it was last year. We were talk about preventing koi from being able to come in to the States. And there were talks of lots of areas over in the States that weren't going to be allowed to be bringing them into country for invasive species and all that lot. Do you think it might be because that's coming to fruition, and it might be a case of they're trying to get all the breeding stock so that they can start doing it and producing their own?
No, I think what it is that Brian from Fitz's Koi Ponds has clearly been very sort of a lot more exposed on social media within the States.
If you look at his views aren't showing that.
They don't, yeah, I know, but they are, mate. When you start looking at the celebrities that he's servicing, people are seeing now that there's money, and the Yanks, sorry for saying that, the Americans.
You racist. The Yanks?
I'm an ex-soldier, mate. We call them Yanks. It is what it is. They're about 10 to 15 years behind us, really. But Brian has got so much buying power in Japan now that I think that it's taken off, with the likes of Tim Waddy going over as well and helping with the import over there. I think that socially it's really started to pick up and start to trend a bit more. So there's money to be made, and like over here, there's a lot more new dealers piping up every single year, and I think the Americans are probably jumping on that bandwagon now. The only problem is that they don't know necessarily good koi from bad, and they're paying big money for average fish. That then means that the Japanese breeders will, because they're businessmen and they're ruthless, so they will start to drive that cost up. And the hard thing is you've got to buy the koi for the right price, and if the price ain't right, I ain't bringing them back over, because they just don't sell. And with the economic crisis that we've got going on at the minute, it's hard. It gets harder and harder, you know. So,
but you put it in a nutshell. What you're saying is, there's businessmen in Japan that can sell a product for a higher premium to Asia, China, America, even South America, and parts of Europe above us, because we're not as financially well-to-do at present as other parts of the world. So that's just standard. That's what it is, isn't it? If you want that Sankey that was 200 quid last year, it's 400 quid this year because of demand.
You know, but with I think though with the British mentality as well, a lot of people think they pay through their nose for koi anyway, when actually there's not a lot of, and people will snarl at the telly when I say this, there's not a huge amount of profit in koi, not Japanese koi, not what we do, not with the overheads we've got. The profit margin actually is really, really high a lot of the time. And to be quite honest, I think that a lot of people, when they open up, find that, and that's why you see people come and go so quickly, because they think that there's a lot of money in it, and there's actually not. You've got to really work hard to make money. Over here, if them prices go up, I mean, this year or last year, I could sell £295 koi every day of the week without an issue. This year, it's been really, really tough at that price point. I've seen a lot more lower price points get moved because and that shows with the economy. So my buying strategy has changed somewhat because you've got to look at what's really happening. And you can buy a lot of £1,000 fishing, but I pretty much guarantee most people have a lot of £1,000 fish swimming around in their ponds at the end of the year, and that just keeps costing money. What you've got to do is get it in and get it out as quick as you can. So, I mean, what's your thoughts in the the viewers? What do you see and what do you expect? Because ultimately, it's what we do.
You're saying about Fitz being a big influence over there and being as he is on YouTube. He's what the hell? Oh, bye, Matt. Hopefully it comes back. When you look at his channel, mate, he's got 38.3k subscribers, and I know that's a lot more than me, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much. And if you look at his content and his videos, a video from 5 days ago, 731 views. A video from 8 days ago, 1.6k. 805.
It's not.
That's what I mean. He's not
all the influencers, Gaz. You look at all the other influencers that work with him, all of that goes out. It's just like.
Oh yeah, I'm just meaning. I'm meaning he's not dedicating everything to YouTube, is it? He's doing it more as a business now. When he first started, his videos used to get thousands and thousands upon thousands of views, and now they just tick along as a normal average small channel would do. But he's still business-wise now. What he's expanded and what he's going into it is far greater than what it was 6 years ago. It's massive, isn't it?
Look at exclusively Koi, and then look at Lee. Right, you use that as the package, right? Lee goes out with exclusively. He's the one that gets the views in, right? So Fitz has got that going on a bigger scale with the likes of working with the Evo.
Yeah, Koi partner and such. Yeah. But I mean, he's doing more. When he first started, he was mad into YouTube, wasn't he? And he was doing it a lot in his business. And then he had that. I'm pretty sure that he had a big fire and his building all burnt down and everything, and he lost shit tons of stuff, and it all went to crap for him. And then since then, he seemed to have worked more on the business rather than fixating everything on YouTube, and just ticked it over as opposed to what he used to do way back when he was. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still getting a shitload of views, but a lot of channels don't get. But he seems more emphasis on on building the enterprise that is the Koi business in America now. That's what I'm meaning.
Yes, I mean he does huge pond builds, and he does a really clever thing actually. So he'll do a big pond, and he will then gift a big Koi to go in it, and then of course that then sets him up to supply Koi going forward. But he's also got all of his own substrates and
it is massive, man.
All sorts. So he don't just build a pond, but he's also got a business enterprise that has specialised rock and all sorts of stuff that is under it's under Fitz, but it's all different tiny businesses that all roll into one. Really clever stuff.
America's an emerging market, as is the Far East compared to England in the Koi world, and there's 10 times more people with more money buying the fish, isn't there? So we're going to get swept away, but we ain't the big buying power going out there we were.
It's strange you say that though, because I think this year is going to change, but last year we done pretty well, but we haven't got the power of the Asians now. It's like talking to Ryan and a couple of other people over there at the minute. It's literally been swamped with so many Asian and American people now that you just don't get a look in. And I've seen posts go up about where's the loyalty in that, but ultimately they're business people, aren't they? And unfortunately You know, it is what it is. It's like
You're not going to sell if you've got 1,000 fish to sell. You're not going to sell them as someone's haggling you at £100 a fish. When the next guy walks in and goes, "I'll give you £200 for the whole lot." Boom.
it goes with
so.
Mate,
Yeah,
but it goes to the point where last year there was an Asian gentleman turn up at Issa, and he was literally asked how much the fish were in a pond. And he said, "Oh, they're this much," and he went, "I'll take the whole pond." Didn't even bring one up. Just went, "There you go, thank you." The whole pond without even looking at it.
So they've sold a whole pond for probably 5 times more than they would have done normally.
Absolutely.
So they're going, "Well, shit a brick. We just sold our fish for 5 times more than normal. We'll wait for him again."
which makes picking koi even more. What's the word I'm looking for? Even more important.
But a lot of the farms don't really want you to do it, do they? They don't want you to pull up a whole pond of fish to pick out a few of the best ones. That's a pain in the arse for them, isn't it? They want you to buy more.
Sorry, mate, but that's 24 pence off of your £1.26 deducted.
Look at Aoki, for instance, right? So he doesn't allow people to come in and pick food generally. What he'll do is he'll make the bowls up, right? Or he won't separate varieties, so he'll force you to buy a bowl of these, a bowl of those, and you know, so they've all got their own ways of making sure that they cream you, basically. You know, getting the ability to select a variety out of Aoki is pretty much non-existent.
But that has to happen, though, doesn't it? If you're a farm that produces 100,000 fish, and of those 100,000 fish, 20,000 are varieties that are super desirable, like crazy, and the rest are all right, well, you're not going to just sell those 20,000 to the first person that comes through and goes, "I'll have all of them yellow dragons because they're popular now, and I'll have all of those whatever because they're popular," but the rest are not. You've got to sell them as a percentage, didn't you? You can have this bowl, and there's 10% of this bowl are this variety and that variety.
This morning I was lucky enough, Ryan had agreed with Casse for a selection of Nisai to be made available. So it wasn't picking out the ponds. It was what was available that he put ready for you to go and have a look at. Luckily enough, a couple of boxes coming this way. I was able to, on the end of the phone at 2:30 this morning, let's have a look at that, and make boxes. You know,
how do you think this could affect years to come? If it is as it is now, because as you guys have said before, there's limited space up there in them mountains, isn't there? Don't get me wrong, there's lots of space up there, but to get feeds and supplies of water and such, and to have mud ponds in the right places, there are limited areas, I would imagine, that they can build. So they aren't going to start producing a great deal more, but yet the demand is ever increasing. And if it, escalates each year.
I'll give you an example, Gus, because it sort of ties in with what you're saying, right? So last year, the growing season of Nisai was exceptionally good. Bad for us, good sizes on the growth, right?
Yeah.
I say it's bad for us because rather than getting
the amount that you could get in
3 or 2, right? So the shipping charges increase as a result of that. That cost gets passed on to the consumer, right? We're not going to swallow that. So those fish command a price. This year, the prices have remained pretty much what they were last year for the bigger fish, right? And you get more in a box, right? So this time they want the same amount of money as they wanted last year, but now rather than having 2 or 3 fish in a box, you're looking at 5 to 8. So we as dealers can't win, right? And the truth is those fish aren't necessarily worth to us that amount of money. Now, it's either you price them for the consumer to, because the shops have got to make the profit in order to remain open.
Yeah.
Right. If the outlay is increased and the fish is smaller, as a consumer, you see an expensive koi that's smaller than it was last year, that sends the wrong message. Right. However, if we've then got to spend 2.5 times as much as we did last year for a few more fish for the same price as what we were paying, then unfortunately, where do you draw? Do you make less money, or do you keep the market the same, or it's really, really tough. And I try to get out there that it's not an easy game. People think it is. It's really not. There's so many. You can't really get a set price generally in Japan, so it's very difficult to work with a budget. And you'll see, Gaz. I mean, Ryan's smashing them fishing, right? Lucky to be able to do it, and he's putting himself out there and is achieving it, right?
Well, it's not so much luck, mate. It's dedication, hard work, and a lot of time out there to be able to do it. Isn't it? It's as well as an element of luck to it, mate. You've got to be there. You've got to be feet on the ground, haven't you? You've got to be out there, dedicated to do it, and to keep pushing, to strive to do what you want to do. There's not many dealers that do what Ryan do, mate. And I hate to blow someone else's trumpet, but Ryan's a good friend of mine, and we work close. Well, we all work closely together, all four of us, don't we? Really, And it's if it wasn't for him, we would have the scraps that come out of wholesalers that just present on a screen. And I can quite honestly say that some of the shit that I've seen on Orna Fish have been nowhere near what they should be for the price that they're after.
That's a statement there. Let's caption that. Splice it with someone else. Donald Trump one.
I'm truthful.
It's a different business model, though, isn't it? You can't.
Massive.
All the fish are buying ponds and buying bulk and selling bulk. And Ryan's out there spending 6 weeks hand picking and selecting and.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like we're blessed to have that. If I didn't have that,
don't start saying shit like this. His head's big enough as it is. His head's going to be too big.
But I don't think it is, mate, because I think that he's out there doing the right thing, and he's representing a few dealers out there. And we're all spending money, and having that ability to have someone there for you, rather than a fish going up on a website that every single dealer in the land is looking to grab, and they're not all the best quality. There's a lot of, let's say, second tier sort of rating at high prices that I've seen on like as a dealer.
But that's the whole industry is based on that. You've got to have a range, isn't you?
Absolutely.
And there will be people that will be selling fish so vastly overpriced, it's unbelievable, and people will be selling fish that actually is so good value, it's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And that is the business as is, isn't it? It's like selling. They're individual, aren't they, Coy? So it's like selling art. Look at this shit picture of someone falling off a bridge. It's £10 million.
Yeah.
It's shit, but it's £10 million. There's only one of them. Do you want it or not? No.
It's the thing.
You're willing to pay it, aren't you?
The thing is, though, as well as, and I know this is probably not going to be the best thing to say, but
go on, come on, Gaz, do one. Well,
it's a limited market, isn't it?
Oh, I thought you were going to say like people that live in, I don't know.
If I've got, let's say I've got 10 clients, and those 10 clients can only have 10 fish in the pond. When they get those 10 fish in their pond, people now, the skills of keeping koi are becoming better and better year in, year out. Filter systems are becoming more and more reliable. Fish are living longer. better conditions. And as somebody's already mentioned in here, it's now damn near impossible to move stock on because everybody's panicking stupid about taking in any other fish from somewhere else just in case. And you can't sell stuff now on Facebook or on eBay and that kind of thing to move your stock on if you wanted to, not saying that there's anything wrong with your carcass, but if you had a carcass and you thought, right, this is not what I'm looking for, I want something better for show scene next year, it's very difficult to move fish on now. So you're kind of stuck with the stock you've got. So how long is it before your clientele get to a point where they can no longer house any more stock unless they build another pond? Not everybody's got the room or the capabilities to build another pond. There is an end game, so to speak, with clientele, isn't there?
You think so, but the amount of people that join the hobby and the growing.
Yeah. There's obviously new ponds being built, new people coming into it and what have you, but it's difficult, isn't it?
The other thing is
good fish though. If you're someone that wants to show fish, pretty much the day that fish is no good no more. For whatever reason, the shimmy, the belly falling off, you look at a fish one day and you think, okay, it's done, and you have to take it that it might have cost you £2,000, but now it's only worth £100, isn't it? Because in reality, it's only going one way. You can pick it up and try and sell it. Oh, this is an amazing show fish. I just don't want it anymore. Or you can be honest and say, it's past the hill. It's going downhill. It's a nice fish for your pond for a couple £100 or whatever. Just that's what it is, isn't it? That's the hit you've got to take. If you want top end fish, they're only top end for so long, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what you've mentioned this before, haven't you? Like, when we've discussed it in past a bit, what is it that makes a koi as valuable as it is? It's that day of being perfect, isn't it? Once it's past that point of being perfect,
it's our thing to recover, isn't it?
Yeah, it's then on a downward, not spiral, but it's devaluating from that point on, then, isn't it?
For that particular person, so that if you are someone that wants to show high-end fish, then you've got to accept that you're going to be paying good money for a smallish fish or whatever, and it's going to blossom until the point where it's where you want it to be, and at some point it's gone beyond that, isn't it? And then it's just got to be retired off. That's
good shout, Gaz. Need a pond builder. Anybody know? Anybody that wants to build mark a pond?
That's the reality of it. That's the reality of koi. You've got multi levels of people. Some people build a pond and they keep koi, and you have people that want to do show fish, that want fish improving to a point where they're going to take them to shows, and then the minute they go beyond that, you can't just keep them. Well, you can, but you're going to run out of room, aren't you? So those fish get moved on, and it's a cycle, isn't it?
The other thing that we're our own worst enemy, really, because the amount of knowledge that gets bandied around now on social media,
that's what I mean.
It really helps people degrade fish, unfortunately, which is, the added stress that you get to make sure you get the right fish through the door as well.
It's a double whammy because you also help people keep their fish alive.
Absolutely. And,
we could give some shit knowledge and say, actually, put this much in and kill them all.
We could do it that way.
That's the thing. I don't know.
Good evening, Alan.
Evening.
Is he only just joining us? We're just going, Alan, mate. Closing time.
He's been for a walk along the riverside.
He's what? Over the riverside?
He posted it the other day. I was just checking.
So when you're going down south, Crafty?
I don't know yet.
You don't want to be saying that.
Early December. Well, it's not on. It's on the card. So we're sort of trying to work out with the amount of what we were just talking about. To be perfectly honest, it's like maybe I need to have a look down south, get down the Gatter, places like that to see what's available down there, price points, etc. as well.
Have you been down south before?
No, I obviously monitor what comes out there, and there's some real good fish that come out there. It's just, don't know. It's like
extra trip in it as well, like, and again, more expense to go, flight there, flight back, job.
It is, but you think about it, mate. It's if you look at what Ryan's doing, all right, he's going out in December, he's going out in February, all right. So, if the game's changing a little bit, then we've got to.
You got to get ahead of it, haven't you?
Have a look, yeah, and we already are ahead of it. It's like we've already sort of planned, sort of like what our strategy is going into next year. So, because this year was a good year, but it was a tough year. So
I think that's one thing with koi crafting and one thing with the industry. It's like the same as Rick. I mean, you've got to. Well, you're coming up with different stuff. You're breeding different. You're having a go at making different breeds and having to do like your Ginrin, Shisui and such, and you've done your cheeky monkeys and what have you. You've got to move with what's happening, haven't you? And you've got to try stay ahead of the game, and you've got to try be unique and come up with something different and be different to everybody else out there. You've got to stay ahead of it, stay ahead of the curve, so to speak.
You've got to have a USP.
Certainly have.
Exactly. Mine, I don't know what's coming until it comes. There it is.
Rich, you've been in it. God, 4 decades now, is it?
At least.
At least.
But you've seen this, because you've said it to me in the past. You've seen it do this all the time. That you have some really good years, and then it'll go into a real quiet couple years spell, and then it will go boom again.
I think it's a unique business where everyone that gets into the hobby then becomes into the business. So you get so many people that become hobbyists, love the fish, and like you're saying, the fact that you can't change over fish, so they become dealers, and then realise that they didn't really want to spend their life doing all the admin and all the shit. They wanted to look at fish, and they come and go. So around us, we've had so many shops that have come and gone. It's unbelievable. Like there's no other business you could say have invested so much, created so much, and then disappeared again, because there's so many people that with money that come into it. I'm not saying the wrong reasons. They're coming into it because they love koi, but end up turning it into a business, and then actually it's quite hard if you're not passionate about it and you're not the one on that bubble of it, then it soon just turns to shit, doesn't it?
It can consume you very quickly, can't it?
Yeah,
I don't understand how anybody can fall out of it. There's nothing better than having a handful of koi food, and if you're having a bit of think, right, 5-minute break, going over there and feeding your favourite chags, and I'm all going mental. I could watch that shit all day long. It's brilliant.
So you throw 100 grand of stock into a business, right?
Just so you can watch them feed.
You've got no business acumen, you've got no strategy, you've got no marketing. You just think there's money in koi. I've inherited a load of dollar. Bush, there you go. Right, I'm gonna now make a business.
Become the next big thing.
Boom. You've got no following. You've got to really work hard to get the customers through the door. You've got to build the trust. You may not have a great eye for the fish that's coming in.
You get your pants pulled down, Crafty. Say it. You will get your pants pulled down, but you get your pants pulled down by every person supplying you fish. You'll pay too much for fish that have too little.
Because you're so new, right? They're going to test the water with you.
Same thing.
Isn't it?
What I don't get is what other business, if you went, right, let's set up a big koi place, right? We're going to invest £1 million. You want a return of investment within 5 years, paying that back, isn't you? And the only person paying that back is your customer. So basically what you're saying is I'm going to invest £1 million, buy some fish, and I'm going to have to put 25% more on top of those fish to return that investment. And this is the issue, isn't it?
Absolutely. The thing is, though, mate, it's like even if you went to like well-known wholesalers you know, that supply the UK, like big time wholesalers, you can get fish in that are okay, like okay price, but when you actually see what you get for that money and you think you've got great fish, actually, like we were just saying, people's eye are changing. Right?
Yeah, they do, mate.
You've then got to try and sell them fish, and believe it or not, if you haven't got the footfall, we're lucky here because we get a huge footfall. So the cheap koi that people get that are koi dealers, they don't necessarily get those people through the doors because they're specialist sites, so to speak. We're lucky that we cater for both what we call the pond fillers and more specialised koi, so more higher end koi. So we could buy a console box, we can grade those out. The stuff that isn't worth the money can go in the cheaper ponds. The stuff that's worth the money is selected out, grown on, you know, and priced accordingly, you know. But some people that haven't got that, they invest all their money into one pond and then they're left with just a load of crap and they expect big money to be able to sell it on. It's not the fault of the dealer, it's just the game that they're in that they're trying to learn. So getting through 5 years really as a koi dealer, that is the point. I think, you know, 3 years, maybe 3 years, you probably just learnt your trade enough to have an understanding of how it works.
Sorry,
Mate.
I was laughing at the last little comment. I just got an advert again. Just another one coming. But to summarise, then, we should stay ahead of the curve. Stop telling people how to take care of the fish. Instead of telling them how to mend them, just tell them to come to us to buy a new one. Right, so we need a new strategy, gents. Anytime anybody comes in with a problem, how do I cure this? Easy. Sedate the fish and buy a new one. There we go. That's his answer.
Turn up to a car dealership, mate, right? Oh, I like the looks of that. They will go, great car, plenty of miles left in this. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, it's fell in half, mate, and the engine seats done. Right? It's like they don't tell you anything, do they? Car salesmen, a lot of the time. They leave it to you to make a decision. You know, but people like us, I think, a bit more transparent, want people to get the best out of what it is that we do. You know, people will automatically make their own mind up anywhere. You know, but actually,
do you
sheer joy here then, Crafty. Oh, that cold fucking hell.
Do you really think it's been? Because I don't know, because I've not been in it. This is new to me. So this is this year, and I've seen what we've done. But is this a worse? Is this a bad year, or is this just an average, slightly less than normal year?
I don't think it's a bad year. It's not been a bad year, Gaz.
It seemed more difficult for the likes of Go Sankey sales.
Yeah, definitely.
Go Sankey are always a hard sale, Gaz. Always. You know,
because you're in with a bit. Look, so you can be honest about it. You're in with a business that's on the up. Ryan's blossomed in the last couple of years with exclusively koi. The results they've had, it shows the way they're marketing fish, that the whole business is expanding massively, isn't it? But for general koi dealers, it's a different scenario. We're different again. We're a koi farm, so a lot of stuff Craft is saying as negatives about stuff in Japan. I can keep my mouth shut. That's positives for me because I'm selling fish.
Yeah.
Fish and it's too expensive. But that's the world we live in, isn't it? So you'll have
so true. Though. I mean, every single one of our businesses, believe it or not, have all got a completely different business model. Every single one of us.
Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah. Yours benefits from Japan having expenses going up because people will turn to you. It's a bit of a problem for us in a different sense, but everybody's got something different model. But this year, Matt, you've had a really good year, haven't you? It's
yeah.
the best ever.
It is. Actually, we were saying tonight. So I retired from work 5 years ago next month. So I passed the 5 years. Yeah, it's scary, isn't it?
5 years.
5 years ago, yeah.
60, 70.
Yeah, it's just nuts how time flies by. But yeah, it's been a good year. But then I think it's always going to be, isn't it? Because obviously, if you're doing your job in the sense of you've got your customer communication, you're straight, you don't tell porcupines. Hopefully, I haven't got a bad reputation anywhere. You're always going to pick up your business model. You should year on year just build and build and build. Point for me is, what point do I want to say enough's enough and settle down? Because I don't want to be employing people, because for years I've struggled with this. Employing people, you can have issues that they don't do it the same way as I do it, and not.
But that's why you could. But in that sense, though, Matt, you could bring a younger generation on and bring him up and nurture him to do, or her, the things the way you want it to be done.
Why do you need to know what Matt said? At the end of the day,
if you wanted to
enjoy it, why do you need to? That's the thing, you don't need to expand.
I'm up early. I'm up early in the mornings and gone anyway. But why would I want to worry? Like tomorrow, say for instance, if I got carried away and had too many runs tonight, and I don't want to get up tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock and go for it, and I want to stay in bed, why do I want to? Why do I want to worry about having to find? Why do I want to have to worry about finding something for my employee to do? For me, I suppose, I'm at that age in life now.
You mean you've only got another 9 months, mate, before you're going to be needing a stick to get out, and going to be hobbling down garden and shit and all that kind of.
I've only got 9 months. I only got 9 months to go, and I'll be getting state pension.
That's what I was meaning, mate. See, yeah. But what do you do? Do you wrap up a perfectly good business that's doing well? And
no, you keep doing it.
You just kick back, relax, let somebody do it for you then.
Yeah, but if you think about all the bits I'm doing with the pond building, health visits, I do a lot of stuff outside of here. I can start losing them, right, and go, I'm not going to do any pond building anymore. I'm just going to do the fish. I've done what I need to do. I can sit back, enjoy what I enjoy.
And have it more of as a business and a business hobby.
Yeah, well, I can always remember people, but how many people go to work and absolutely love their job? There isn't that many. I know you do, Rich. You're a freak. But there isn't. No, a lot of people go to work just to earn the money and not because they love.
Well, you see that, right? The thing is, whenever that kind of statement's made, how many people love the job? There's not many of them that go and do it. You know what? I'll do it for free.
Yeah,
I love my job, Mr. Tate says.
But Rick forgot to phone me. But what did I say to Rick last week? Give me a shout next week. I'll come up and give you a hand because it'd be something different for us. And that's not for money. That's doing it because I love doing it.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. And you forgot Rick, didn't you?
But Rob says there, but if you love it, it's not a job.
It's not a job. I turn up at your shoot every other Saturday.
Exactly.
In the pissing rain. He told me it's not raining this Saturday, so it's all right. Yeah, didn't you?
Right. If I'm just going to, as a quick reminder, this will always be posted here now at the top again for the throughout the season while we've got the no koi appreciation. If anybody does want to join us, if you look at the top of the comments, you will see. Let me show you. Oh, this is where it's going to do that in screen after screen after screen after screen after screen, isn't it? Maybe not. So there you go. If you look up here, top of the comments, if anybody does want to join us and come in and sit, have a natter and a chat with us, feel free to do so. We can have way more than just us forum. But it's going to be there as people, if they want to come on and have a natter or bring up a topic, come on and promote yourself. Come on and have a little bit of a chat about what you're doing with your channel or whatever. If you want to have 5 minutes of your own time.
I'm going to do a little promotion.
It's what?
Can I do a promotion?
Yes, you can. Go for it, mate.
It's not a promotion. I'm going to do another little food trial, but I'm going to do it for a full year. So, is there any foods? So already I've spoken to a couple of people that are now introducing new aspects to their diet. But for example, Saki Akari do a whole range of foods and their recommended temperature zones for all the foods. So I'm going to use that as one of the diets.
Akari Gold.
Well, no. So Saki Akari, so you got your balance, your growth, your colour.
Oh, right, yeah.
So Joe was on about me using wheat germ and stuff. I'm like, well, I don't want to use that shit. But actually, in reality, we're told to use wheat germ at a certain temperature zone, and companies have got wheat germ foods. So I'm splitting the 4 ponds. Is there any diets? I know people keep saying, I'll use this, use that, but like a range. So
JPD, Shogun, you can use that as an alternative to wheat germ.
Yeah, but it's not wheat, it's not. So what I'm trying to get at is, so
a koi food.
I've got like
what about that one?
Food,
Takazumi.
whatever.
There's a lot of good talk about Takazumi.
Takazumi in here, yeah. So that's one that's sort of I've have used and tried with. So I'm just trying to get. The problem is, obviously, Nutrimare and Doji will both want to do it again with the whole new full spectrum wheat germ colour foods. They've got the whole lot coming out.
I'd like to see Nutrimare over
I read that completely wrong.
Peaches and cream. What about that? Can we do a peaches and cream trial?
Well, I do want to use a shit food, but
there we go. Plum sticks, peaches and cream.
The problem is, I don't want to ruin a whole pond of fish for a year.
Well, yeah, I think you got. I'm with you, Rick. I think you need to use food that most people use if you're going to do it over a year, rather than just that shit food that's supposed to be the best food.
Yeah, so if I want to try and figure it's like a brand. So I want to do a secret food myself, which is going to be combined. It's going to be other diets that I put together, but it will be up against Saki Akari's winter food, balance, growth, colour, whatever. It will be up against Nutrimare's balance, growth, colour through their window of temperatures that the fish are at.
What about a secret carp food?
Yeah, I've got a secret food. It's fine. Don't you?
You know, I mean, there's lots of carp products out there that they use for growing big sizes.
Yeah, the problem is just squeezing the carp. I needed something. It's got to be designed to have colour and body in mind. It can't just be, let's put some weight on them.
What about getting some great big fatties, and then you won't technically be ruining them, because then you can put them in lake and people could catch a fish because they'll be see the bastards.
I think Takazumi is a good shot.
You know how going there, don't you, Matt? Fish could come out then. Big
ones out of the lake. But yeah, no, so I'm never going to be able to do it again. So we're talking like a 10-month food trial through winter, spring, the whole.
I think the ultimate battle there, Rick, is Saki versus Nutrimare.
That's not an ultimate battle though, because Nutrimare's already been handed its ass with Dainichi, but Nutrimare did so well in our.
I don't think it has, mate. The reason why I say that is because there's a lot of saying about Nutrimare being as good as Saki, and I know it's not. And
yeah, but what I'm saying is
you get good results with Nutrimare, but it's not fucking Saki. So being able to go, there's Saki, there's Nutrimare, would really, really like.
Oh, you're on the other side. I thought you were defending Nutrimare for a minute there.
No, I don't disagree with Nutrimare being a food out there that has had good results. Don't get me wrong. I think that actually I've been pleasantly surprised this year. Right. However, it is not as good as Saki Akari from the results I see with Saki.
From our grow and show competition, it fucking did all right, mate.
It did. That's what I'm saying. That's where my pleasantly surprised was. You know, I think there's other issues.
Yeah, so they're up for it. I'm up for it, but I just want to. It's got to work for us, so I'm going to do my food. But there's like a,
yeah. I think Takazumi would be a good shot. It's an affordable.
How many people use Takazumi? How many people actually use it?
I sell absolutely shitloads of it, mate.
Of which one, Kraft?
All of them, mate. All of them. They, honest to God, they are. Tetra sells like fucking crazy, but that's because you're just getting your pond keepers come in. They see a big bag of food and they think it's crap. Absolutely.
Yeah. What about herons? That's. I know people that use that, mate, and have had good results on it.
I've only got 4 ponds, and I've literally got to have a top end food in there, which was Dainichi last time. It's going to be Sake Akari this time. So that leaves 3 ponds. I need my secret super stash. So
Nutribare bringing out a new range site, I believe. Talking to Dan, there was talks of something else.
It's not an all-in-one. That's the point. So there is an all-in-one, but they're also bringing out. I'm not saying because it failed on colour, it didn't do as well on colour as some of the other foods. They're bringing out a colour food as of very soon.
Yeah, that's what when I was speaking to Dan, we was chatting about that because Dan knows that I'm one of his biggest critics, and I won't jump on the it's the best food in the world bandwagon until it's been tested enough for me to.
Dainichi beat it. But pound for pound, weight against the super weight.
It does a good punch, mate. Yeah, absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I'm going. I don't know.
Have they managed to sort out their issue? Sorry, Dan. Have they managed to sort out their issue with distribution?
Doubt it.
I've got no idea. That's what I think that test will come next year, Gaz. Because there's been such a big uptake on Nutrimare from
meet the demand.
The drums that I hear banging away.
If you are watching me, that would be you can answer.
Which is understandable.
To be fair, so the Dajiwa food only used the colour in the last food trial, and the colour they were the best coloured fish.
I was super.
They do a growth food, and they do a wheat germ food. So why do I not use the range? And it's like,
well, that's a good idea as well. It'd be good to see what come on that as well, wouldn't it?
How many? We've only got 4.
Well, so why don't you settle it with a dip your hand in the bag with the ones that you want to trial, and then leave it to chance?
Or why not do a vote of all the brands on there and see what everybody is actually using?
Because I want to know which one's cheapest, mate. I've got to pay for the fuckers.
Yeah, but I don't see the point in doing a trial on one that you got 5% of the people using when there could be 20%.
Matt's just volunteered. He's paying for the Sake Akari. Then when I'm Matt, nice. Anyone else?
Can I ask you a question, Rick? Without you think, tell me to mind me on if you want. But are you buying the food, or is work buying the food?
I've been buying food, mostly me.
Shit the bed, man. That's so. And you did that with the last trial as well.
No, so Sean bought some, and I bought some because it's not his. He don't give a shit. He knows what we're going to do. He knows what's going to work well. The difference between what we use.
The reason why I asked is that's one hell of a commitment to put out there your own ass pocket to show what foods do and to trial something against something else for the interest of public knowledge.
It's not
your own, obviously.
For me.
Yeah, no, it's for you, mate. But it's also for you for work and for what you're doing. But you're also making it available for everybody else out there. So we need a GoFundMe for Rick's pocket.
The big problem is though, Gaz. So we can buy foods. So even like the Coppens Vitality, which actually perform really well. Price for price against the other diets, it was in the same ballpark, but we get it a lot cheaper than that. Whereas the other diets, we can't. So although I priced it up as its recommended retail price, we don't pay that. Whereas I do pay that for everything else. So and that's the dearest food we buy. So in reality, our 10 ton we use on the farm, it's a 40 gram food bill. Any other diet is a 150 gram food bill. And if you go to the top end diet, it's a £250,000 food bill. It's not in the same realms. It's not even. Sean's like, well, there's no point doing it because we're not using any of them because they're so far away from what we use. But for the small percentage of fish that we really want to push on or see develop, then there is a market for. There is a place for them. Nutrimares, for us, I struggle to get them to eat enough. But actually, the results from the ground show the way they've grown the fish is phenomenal. 40-centimeter fish at 6 months old, grown in small systems, is insane. Like, I'll be a mug not to tell and actually take notice of that and actually think, well, I need to do a bit more work with this food because.
But there's always a chance, though, Rick, isn't there? If I was looking at it from, I mean, I know your business model is completely different to most with regards to when it comes, because you have such a big head of fish to move every year, right? But if you was to select out and then use a separate diet after trials in order to put a premium pond together, so to speak, then there's potential there. It's not going to cost the earth, and you're still going to get the return on that.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. So when you break it down, even the Dainichi food, when you break it down across 100 fish over the period, it costs £7 per fish.
Yeah,
and it costs. I did it on the video, whatever it is, per centimetre, 62p per centimetre of fish gained, with the quality that goes with the food. Suddenly, it's actually that makes sense because you could sell those fish for more than £7 each, more. Yeah. So it's not crazy, but it's difficult when you got to take it into the whole. They can only do that at certain temperatures in certain ponds. It's not just the food. Yeah, so it's the whole thing was quite an eye opener for me. How well the shit food. Coppers ain't a shit food, but it's regarded as a shit food.
More budget related.
Well, no, but you look at the ingredients, you go, this protein shit. But actually, fish meal was not a natural protein for fish anyway. So all these high fish meal foods that everyone goes, oh, well, that's the first thing you should look at. Well, that's as alien to them as fucking feather meal. It's not something they eat. Insect meal is generally what they would eat, but that's not in the foods. So we've already got this concept that, oh, fish meal's better than chicken meal or better than soybean meal. Well, they can't digest soybean, most of that shit, but they can actually digest animal proteins better than they can. But the reality is, the cost of food and what the fish come out looking like, there's no better until you do it and see the results. Where else do you go with it? That's the item. That's just the situation you're in, isn't it? And Nutrimare, I struggled with it in the fact that trying to push the levels of food I wanted to put into them, but they grew. Well, they were putting on a kilo of body mass for every 800 grams of food eaten, which is fucking mental, isn't it? You've gone. The food conversion rate's really good, but so did Dainichi. They did the same, but they ate more, so they've become bigger fish at the end of it.
That's the key. Yeah.
Isn't it? So yeah. But there could be temperature windows, age of fish windows. There's so much variation in that I need to explore more.
Will you keep a fish health record alongside that to see how ponds do against certain diets as well?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, we started with 104 fish per pond, and we ended up with 104 fish in the worst pond and 124. So they were all over. Didn't have a single mortality out of 4 ponds. So I wouldn't expect, to be honest, unless it was an issue, I wouldn't expect anything else. So, but I can't record those fish for the next 5 years because they're gone now, aren't they?
Yeah, true.
So, if all of the fish that were fed a particular diet died at 4 years old because of liver failure, I'm not going to know that. Well, I don't know. It's one of them, isn't it? But yeah, I think there's stuff to be taken from all the different diets, but in reality, yeah, you've got to weigh up cost. I mean, sake akari is the best food, but I'm putting my fish through it at the minute, and
It comes.
just can't do it. It's gone. The sack's gone. 250 quid in a day.
It don't last 2 minutes, mate, does it?
Yeah. And the truth is, even at cost, it's expensive, very expensive.
Question, Rick. Do you think the Chinese food would have done better on the colour growth mix instead of just the colour you trialled?
Yes. I think they would have put on more mass, but they'd perhaps not been as sparkly, and they won by colour but lost by size. There's something in that, isn't it? So, yeah.
Alaraqua for the third time.
Rob, I've been trying it. I've used it. I've had more than a ton on the farm this year. I've got no complaints with it. It's not a koi food that I can put through a koi diet through those temperature zones.
Alaraqua, his second time.
The answer is no then.
So, Rob, for you, when I do my secret mix, Alaraqua will be included with other diets.
We got another insect meal with a thumbs up. Then will you do an insect meal trial?
It's in loads of the diets, but they can't create a diet with it, can they? Too expensive to produce. If you can find me an insect meal at £2 a kilo.
What wheat germ technically be more natural for the fish to be eating during the winter, as fish would normally be eating more vegetation during this time due to the lack of insects to eat.
There's not much vegetation through the winter to eat either.
It's more about digestion on wheat germ.
That's where wheat germ comes in. It's supposed to be a more digestible protein, but again, it's...
Go on, say it, Rick. Go on.
Well, I'm not going to say bullshit. I'm going to say it's...
Oh, please.
I don't know. It's just one of those, isn't it? One of them.
I think that's actually... it's going to be an interesting outcome.
Joe Coy Perspective Magazines wants me to do a wheat jam food because people have had good results with it. But again, which company, which wheat jam food?
Oh, I love some of these comments, man. I know I shouldn't just sit there and giggle to myself like that. You can make me laugh.
But yeah, just one of those, isn't it? So we're fixated on fish meal being the only thing you can feed fish. Is the best thing in the world. But it only come about as a byproduct from South America. It was something that was there as a waste product that became good for feeding fish. They did really well on it. Now it's all you can feed. It's no more natural than feeding blackberries to a carp, or blue bottles, or It's one of those. It's just mental.
It's industry led, mate. That's what it is.
Does the industry lead koi keepers in lots of directions?
Absolutely does. It does in every industry, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Everything else has got its directions of steering, isn't there?
Yeah, but there has to be, because some of it's true.
And
I'm not saying fish meal isn't, but fish meal is a phenomenal thing to feed your fish.
Oh, is that
the big companies can't use it, so there's a problem with it.
Some of it's true and
some of it's not, mate. And I often I have reps in the shop all the time telling me that this new food is the best new food, and then I say why. And
because it's the best new food.
They immediately trip over on themselves. Oh, we're doing a feeder. Okay, show me it. Yeah, right. Okay, how much are you selling that up for? That won't sell. Why not? Well, look at what you're up against at that price point. You're up against something that is by far more superior and has already got its foot in the door in the market and does a good job. Why would you expect me to sell that? You know, things like dosing machines for ponds, and actually it's dosing chemical into a pond every single day of every single week in order to keep the pathogens down keep the parasites at bay. It's like, that's not good for a koi pond, right? Why would I keep putting stuff into a pond that actually isn't natural for constant, mate? We have it all of the time. And that a lot of them walk out of here more frustrated than when they come in. I hate talking to them, as you can imagine most people do.
Can't you just buy the product? Buy it, stick on the shelf.
No. You know, I'll do my best to tell them I'm not interested.
What's the worst product you've been offered? What is the biggest pile of shit someone's tried to sell you?
Well,
we could go around the room here. What is the worst koi product out there?
One of, I'm not going to say what brand because that's wrong.
Come on, we need to let. What's the worst thing you've been offered?
One of them was a pond feeder, mate, that was just not worth the amount of money that people have put into it to try and get it on market. And it is from quite a reputable, not sort of koi keeping brand, but a pond keeper's brand. That, you know, it's like, yeah, look at that. I was like, mate, it's not going to last the weather. You know, the way you put that together. I think the worst thing that I've ever been is the pond doser, mate. It was just put together so poorly and commanded a price tag. And it literally, they took it from the idea of the dosing machines that you get for like the Marines, etc. But that they dose for a different reason. They dose to keep water parameters like as close as they can for things like coral to survive, etc. It's not the same sort of thing. You can have a dosing machine to treat, but not as a constant to stop parasitic outbreaks. You know, that was, and it was in like a waterproof box, and the cable for where the power plugs into it was all bared, and they like wanted 300 quid for it or something. And it's like, not
What
now
was
then. What about that one? Them crap black bio balls. Pointless.
Why are they pointless? They're absolutely fantastic.
What black bio balls?
Those ones that everybody says never disappear in your pond.
Oh, what, pom poms?
No. The small ball that dissolve and release whatever it needs to release into the water when it's being used.
I don't think they ever dissolved it. They just stay as little balls in the bottom.
Now they see it right. So we thought we'd got some. Kev brought some up, and I thought that's some shit to it. Why not? We'll try and put some in. Put them in with fish, and those ones have reduced in size somewhat with all the new stock with the fresh systems that we've got in. We just put them a little bag of them in top of the system to be trickled over. Now the ponds that we got 4 more ponds ready that had got nothing in at all. Nothing, completely empty, fresh systems. They've had nothing other than being salted up to 0.3, ready for stock to go in. And I mistakenly put bags in all 4 of them as well. Come around this week to do a filter clean, and the ones in those vats, because there was nothing in there, completely gone. A whole lot. Every bottle, they're completely gone to just a little black dot inside bag. That's the first time I've ever seen them break down, and that was over 4 or 5 days. And the others have reduced in size with the stock we fish in, but the empty stock's so almost like it's just used it and seeded the pond. I wanted to do some tests on the water quality just to see what difference it was. But
I thought the idea of those was that they didn't break down or didn't dissolve.
That's what I thought.
Slow release.
Unless there was ammonia in there to do the job.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But they've literally disappeared to tiny little pinheads.
So what you're saying, the product is not. What the fuck's that for?
I don't know why it's done it. Gas the what?
To be fair, you don't need to. There's no requirement to constantly add beneficial bacteria. It's more for firing up a system to get it.
Yeah.
Help it populate. You know, the pond balls I sell mainly to pond keepers, not koi keepers, for their system. So, you know, a lot of them people take their sponges out and they bloody wash them in a sink or jet wash them off, right?
Bleach them, bleach them, mate. It's the best way.
You know,
Get them really clean.
and then all you do is a handful between the actual sponges, so the slow release happen. When it comes to then emptying your sponge or re-cleaning your sponges, them little balls that actually help with another area for beneficial bacteria to grow on can be taken out if you don't want. They don't hurt nothing. There's koi won't eat them. Best air pump depends on your budget, right? But Fujimac are up there. It's up there for me. Fujimac. Oase do a really good pump as well, and so does Pond Expert at the budget range as well.
What's the piston ones called, Crafty? The ones that got a piston rather than
In their diet.
they got some bloke's name.
Austin.
Austin. That's the one. I've got one. That thing seems absolutely fantastic, man, in comparison to the other one. Austin somewhere or other.
Austin Healy. Honestly, the pumps that saved us most money or stock were the battery
Charles
packs.
Austin.
The Halia pumps, mate. Cheap as chips, and with the battery backup, save you. They're not the best air pumps as an air pump, but they're the best air pump when you ain't got no power because they keep running.
That's true. Yeah, so true. So true.
Steve Austin. Names going in everywhere now.
Matt,
What's
Matt,
the best product to wake up a filter in spring? Come on, Matt.
Worst koi product. Not the
Best product to wake up a filter in spring.
It's not the worst one, but I did see one this week that was real interesting. It was a light, and underneath it had a mechanical fan. And the idea of it was that they were promoting it as that you put it over the top of your pond, and rather than using electric zapper, which would then cook the insect, the fan spinning would actually hit the fly, hit the mosquito, kill it. They drop into the pond, and your fish would be eating it.
Fuck me.
What are you looking?
That is an invention, man.
How did that become an answer to what is the best product to wake up your filter in spring?
Because we're talking about the worst products a minute ago.
I thought, sorry, I thought Rick was talking. Oh shit! I'm trying to remember the name of the stuff that we put in, the stinky stuff.
Pesabet.
What's it called? Red stuff.
Plus. Don't go using that shit.
PSB.
PSB.
Yeah, Pesabet.
What's the bet?
PSB.
Ammonia is the best product to wake your filter up.
There we go.
Sausages. Apparently,
The-
put sausages in.
Yeah, well, I used the polytunnel for about a month peeing in it every morning.
What's right? I don't know, mate. But either that or it's been when he went off, he just necked shitloads of rum and then come back on.
George, I've got an issue this morning, mate. I put some sauce on my toast. Nice bit of cheese on toast. He got me some hot bastard sauce, and it come out like a.
Did you wang loads in? Did you not wang loads in the spaghetti on toast that you had other day as well?
I know it's mine. Yeah, mine's all right. Mine's got a thick constitution where you just take enough out.
Constitution.
Consistency or constitution. But George has come out like diarrhea. It was like, oh shit! And now my toast is like literally
Covered in it.
Like soggy wafer.
Mate. It's like it is proper Carolina Reaper hot bastard sauce. So I was crying. 8 o'clock this morning, I was crying eating my breakfast.
I'm going to get on the road, guys, because I've
Hang about. We got one more thing just before you do.
Come on, Crafty, answer it.
Oh, I thought you had a question then. So
Yeah, what's this
before we get
about?
on the road, we was talking about how expensive fish are earlier on. Just to link it in,
Sorry.
we have got the koi prize draw up and running. That's doing really well. I've had some winners on that already, but just to just to give that a little bit of a push. Dainichi Yellow Monkey up for grabs, Aoki, Yamabuki Okon, and also a Yellow Dragon. That the 2 Aoki are just fresh in. There's also 5 Tozai certificated up for grabs. A couple of them have already been won, and also 30, I think it's 30 Tozai on instant wins as well as 1 of 3 Tamasaba. So 99p for 1 ticket. Same on this. This has been selling extremely well. I'd like to see that get to 100%. Somebody has already lumped on that as well. But one lucky winner will walk away with either a 220 or a 320 Nexus TI. TI is for titanium. So if you look at where the outlet is on that filter, which is where Nexus is written on that little half moon, just behind there, 2 titanium UVCs. So an absolutely banging product for the new year, and something I'm quite interested. I've even got one from your own pond.
So when you say you sold 83, do you not sell it till you hit 100%?
No. Well, whatever's sold when the draw closes on the 23rd of November. So whatever's sold, there'll be a draw based on whoever's bought tickets. So that is the amount of tickets that are available to buy. 83% have already gone. Really like to see that go. You know, even if you don't want that filter, there is a store credit alternative on that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so you know,
I mean, that's bigger than most of my garden, that thing. So I mean, that would be the kind of benefit.
But 220
I could use that, hollow the inside out and use it as a quarantine system.
But you know something, the 220 would be smaller than your filter.
Yeah, it probably would, mate. Actually, yeah,
it would. And that, so get behind that, guys. One lucky winner takes it away. There's no instant win prize on that because that is an exclusive. That they're not out in the shops yet.
They come with free delivery.
It could, yeah, absolutely everything. Yeah,
bloody hell, and free fish.
No free fish.
And a pom bomb,
mate. I might even put a pom bomb in there as well. You know, if it's one of you viewers, right, I'll even put a pom bomb in for you.
Don't go seeding
yourself. Put the small little balls in because I know it upsets people.
Yeah, put a shitload in bottom. I've done that forever.
So, yeah, thank you for letting us do that, Gaz. Yeah, get on the koi one as well. Plenty of prizes to be won on that.
Prize Funhouse. You look a bit like Pat Sharp.
Oh, fuck, mate. He had long hair.
He wasn't lying even, man. He wasn't lying.
He had big, massive blonde hair, mate.
I'm talking about the girls that hung around with him with the tits.
Mate, I'd need a pair of twins to follow me about, wouldn't I?
Look at that. See, whoever said I went off and had a run.
It's a home invention.
Yeah, look at it. Working a treat. Smacking them all down. Fish are eating. They're growing 10 times bigger.
Mate, he looks more like Pat Sharp than I do. Mate, that bloke on that video looks more like Pat Sharp than me.
Look how effective it was. There you go. Stop sharing.
Why wouldn't one of those lights at Zappin be even better? Because there's fly to it. That drop in the pond.
Because it's cooking them, so all the nutrients are gone. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. This way they get fresh.
He has clearly gone through every insect that gets attracted to a light and gone, right, fuck me, it's got no nutrients left in it. You know what I mean? How am I going to get round that? I know, let's put a spinny blade in that cuts the fuckers up before it gets touches the light. What a load of
it might be useful in the summer with the mosquitoes and the midges around your pond, though, wouldn't it?
How many of you know how to do that? What about the flexible pop-up koi ball? Can anyone get them back in the bag? Do you know how to do it?
Well, mate, don't buy the flexible pop-up koi balls. They're absolutely dog shit.
They're easy to do. You concertina them down like that. You get hold of them with your hands like this.
You twist.
All you do is that, and that's it.
You twist and
turn.
turn.
Back in on itself. So it's just one hand movement. Hold it like that. Twist and turn, and it folds into a circle. Done.
Yes. Make a figure of 8 and then put the two ends together.
Yeah.
Start pop
but don't buy them in the first place because they're shit. Right.
Easy.
Mate, Next Thursday, I'm going to be completely clean shaven with a bald head.
Seriously?
Oh, you got fleas again?
And lice.
Oh, no.
I've even got crabs.
Can you PP your head as well then?
I'm going to go to a 0 because my Robocop hair is really doing me head in now. Like if I shave that bit, I look like the geezer out of Robocop. Is that better looking?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get off anyway because I'm bursting for a wee and I've got an hour's drive. And if I don't see you next week, it's because I've crashed falling asleep on the way home. So
Don't do that.
no, I don't want to
Sleep in the office. You'll be there ready early.
I'll be driving. I'm off for Friday and Saturday. 2 days off. Can't wait. So I probably won't be though because I'll be doing other stuff.
I tell you what, that ain't bad. That is pretty close.
I was asked to put that on my.
You fucking redacted the statement on that headline,
That'd be right.
mate. That
Was he a pedo? I didn't read it.
Let me send you this one, Gus. Right?
Pot smoking and adult humour. Right, where's that one? What the fuck? Who's that?
Matt.
That's Gio.
Now push play.
That's matey from the other mate, James Nesbitt.
How fucking cool is that?
That's crafty having a shit after an evening at McDonald's.
That's me after I sign off on here.
It's not as good as your samurai one.
I've got plenty, mate. My daughter doesn't know, but I've actually I've got a picture that's similar to that. So I was fucking around on ChatGPT, right? So I've got it to make a picture of me, which I'm putting onto a big fuck off canvas, and I'm wrapping it.
She's
up.
gonna know now, isn't she?
She don't watch this shit. It's like fucking wrapped up, mate, and they're gonna say your mama left that on your bedroom wall. Get it up. That's a main present. £100.
What a lucky girl.
Aragoki, fucking give it up. I tell you. We haven't had one word said tonight. It's great.
Could we not?
Good video, by the way, Aragoki.
Yeah, but you didn't do a thing, did you? You didn't do a live.
No, so Lee hasn't been very well, and then Sunday was Remembrance Day, and Lee got absolutely wankered.
So he didn't. He's come down with lady flu.
He's a busy lad, isn't he? He's running his tattoo shop.
He's never there. He's running it.
You know, he's building his ponds, mate, and yeah, it's the first time he's put his medals on since he left the army. So it's quite a special time for him, actually.
Come on.
And then he got shit faced and puked all over himself.
I don't know if he puked, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go.
Nice one, mate.
Thank you for having us. Good episode. Thank you.
We're not with the good bits coming now. You're gone.
Yeah, the good bits coming in.
Right.
The good bits to come.
Hang
give
on.
you some hassle when you leave.
Hang on. I've got a bone to pick with you guys, haven't I?
Yeah, he's a fucking wanker, isn't he?
All right.
It's still here.
Hang on a fucking minute, right?
All he ever talks about is
I
himself.
will be listening on the way home, and
See you later, mate.
He was going fucking crafty. Not everything he says is true.
I thought I'd try. I thought I'll see if I can push for a phone call in the morning. It didn't work. He didn't bite, so
He did. Like, he's been stewing all week.
well, he did. He's been stewing all week, hasn't he?
I really didn't, mate. I rang Gaz up the day after, and I had him then. with a laughy face, didn't I?
You did, mate. Yeah.
What good sport.
Crafty, you're not going to see our fish.
What fish?
Mate,
Such a carry.
it don't get deleted, does it?
No, oh, yeah, okay.
And not only that, but I'll have it on the phone in the car.
You can't look and drop.
Fuck, you can, mate.
Are you going on what? Your missus is waiting for you.
Right, I actually got a ticket. For having you.
Right, guys, I'm going. I'm off. I'm going to get
I
something.
have to
Here we go.
I actually got a ticket last year for having YouTube on in the car. Right, and it's not a criminal offence.
No, it's at
Why did you get
the
ticket?
police officer's discretion, isn't it?
Well, you know something, mate? That
When you called him a cricket bat, that's what it was. Give you a ticket.
Doormat, police on there, opened it up, and there was 2 pictures. One of Lee Hadfield on the screen, and then another one of Lee's pond on another screen, just to prove it was a moving image. Right, and 60 quid later. But you know, I paid me 60 quid. I'll still do the same thing, because what's the
So
chance?
technically, you paid your license for you, don't you? So you can carry on.
I don't give 2 fucks, mate. It's like if you get done, you get done. Don't you? It's not a criminal offence. It's like parking on a double yellow line, isn't it? As long as you're not on your phone's in a cradle, it's classed as having a cinematic device within the eye line of the driver, which is what you get.
I was trying over my head. Is that how can you be done for it if it's not a criminal offence?
Because it's a
Distraction.
driving offence is not a criminal offence.
Criminal offence, yeah.
It's an offence, but not criminal.
Anyway, as
Having
you
you
were.
on it is an offence.
Yeah. Just wait till you've gone. Wait till you've gone. We're going to talk about gold, silver, and bronze.
Hang on, let me just put it on my phone so I can listen the whole time.
He's going to do it now.
You should do it A, B, and C.
Right then, Matt. This is your time.
Tell it.
This is your. I'm on telly twice.
Matt, have you done your homework?
Right. See you soon,
This is your
guys.
time to shine, Matt. Good night, mate. Catch you on the next one.
I'm going to watch, Matt. Watch the comments.
Right, bud.
Nexus is a shit.
Yeah. Get a drum.
Right, it's gone. Quick, get it
Yes.
out now. Get it all out your system. Everybody, go for it.
Do you want to see the hours of carry then, Gaz?
Go on, then, mate. Yes, very much so. Oh, make sure I go the right way. We don't want to be seeing them shitty sturgeon again.
Yeah, don't go sending them.
How's it carry them?
Yoshino, 3 stills. That's
So
what
are
we were-
these befores? Obviously.
Yeah. These
Yeah.
are befores when me and Rick were out there.
And who picked this one? Because it's got 2 pegs, so it can't have obviously want you, Matt. This must have been Rick that selected this one.
No,
Ryan.
no.
Sorry.
That's the customer.
Oh, this is so. These were not fish that clients that you took out with.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually, no. I did want that one, but the client beat me to it.
that's nice. That.
Well, that's the one I did get.
That's nice and all, isn't it? Right then.
Got a body on them.
Look at that. Shit, they've done all right, them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing, isn't it?
Now
Not
look at that. Look at the one there. Right, let's pause. Bastard.
I can't believe your dealer, Matt, has not done you still shots of these. Where is he?
He's asleep.
He's had 6 bloody weeks and he's not got a fucking still shot.
What growth did he achieve, mate? They look good. That's
Late,
the guy that's on that show that's on a Thursday night talking there.
late 40s, early 50s. And they were about 16, 18, Rich.
I just wanted to see
Slightly bigger.
They're probably.
Oh,
20.
look how the pattern on the eye there, around the eye. As the fish's head's grown, that almost looks like the pattern shrunk back, but it hasn't, has it?
Yeah.
So
The frame
out
of
of
the
those
fish-
fish, which one do you reckon be the most popular?
Popular.
Yeah.
Kuchibeni Kahaku would be the most popular, I reckon.
Well, going by the comments and the messages I've had tonight on that, the favourite is the Sankey. Everybody asking the details on that one, which is
the body on the Sankey's great, but the Sumi's
still a work in progress,
it's
isn't it?
gamble. It's a gamble then, and it's a gamble now, isn't it? You know where you are with the other two.
Yeah. The Benny's good on the other two, isn't it?
Absolutely phenomenal the way they've kicked on.
Next year for the Sankey, Mark says, not the Sankey. Simon Shears says, I quite like that Kahaku with the little pattern around the eye. That's nice. That.
so does Rich.
This one.
Like both the Kahakus are my picks when we were there. When they're both phenomenal.
That's a good bit of development, though, there, isn't it? Oh, actually, no, I've got that mistaken there. That one has
joined up, isn't it?
This one's joined up, hasn't it?
Yeah. This is why you want still shots, so you can go back and really look at them.
Look how the Tajeme and the pectorals have receded back.
Yeah, but the Sumi's receded back in the Sankey all over, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's become so powerful. It looks stout.
Who would have ever thought that the Benny would actually over that Kahaku come over the eye and join up?
I would have never have thought that would have joined up like that. I actually mistaken it for the other one, thinking that one had shrunk back a little bit, but it has, hasn't it? It's and has that hang about? Is that Kahaku there got a bit of? Has that got a bit of Sumi coming up on it? Or is that just no? It's not. It's just a shiny scale.
But it's mad. So the Kuchibeni one had the weaker looking body, but it's come on stronger now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. Middle on me. It's nice, that Kahaku. That's really nice. I like that quirky head pattern on it. Not bad for 60 quid then, Matt. When can I pick it up?
How would they do it at a show then, Rich, in the state they're in at the moment?
The Sankey's got no chance at the minute, is it? That Kahaku there with the Benny across the face is probably the better fish for a show. It's the most finished looking fish at the minute, but it's also the one that's probably done the worst from where it was to where it is. It's done the least.
Banging Kahaku there, mate, Colin says.
This is the thing you don't get to see, do you? You don't necessarily see each step of it. The way that Benny's grown across the face, was it cut before? Has it come back? Was that as it was? If it's changed that much, that's a hell of a lot of change to go on across there, isn't it?
Yeah. You wouldn't have thought, I wouldn't have thought that would have filled that in there and that gap there like that. But does it look to have?
It doesn't even look any difference in the depth of the red. So it couldn't have been cut, could it?
Nah.
That there could have been early doors, yeah.
Yeah, but would that red?
Probably not. But if you look at the pattern on that, that would at the time that was the biggest, strongest of the fish. But that's changed the most, isn't it? And change is not necessarily good, is it?
As the sumi is them 2 spots of sumi still there in the first down of that?
No. The sumi's gone back down all over the place on the Sankey, but it's not nowhere is it up and looking good. I'm not saying it won't be good, but it's Sakai Fish Farm line, isn't it? It's massive in the body to the point it looks, one of those, isn't it? It could come up.
Right, let's get them to a point where we can see all 3 of them. Nice and clean there. Come on.
Line up, move the screen down.
There. Boom. Right. So we're going to say A, B, and C. Which would you go for, ladies and gents? If you were going to have a choice and those were your 3 fish to choose from, which would you go for? A, B, and C.
But you need to see where they came from to know where they're going, didn't you? B's changed. That's a massive amount of change. And if you think the Benny's changed that much through the head, has it changed that much through the body? What does
I just looked at the still, and no, the rest of it is all more or less exactly the same.
Oh, look at that! He's romping it.
A's the one at the minute for a koi show, but A's a male looking at it, so it's timed limited, isn't it? Next year it's going to look like a male, and
Seth's going to go with one of those sturgeon because she went D. Yeah, look at that. A's romping it, mate. Top Jagger.
A's for surf. You want it in it, Matt?
Yeah, A's been sold.
B's getting a few.
He's already sold, and he's gone to one of the biggest renowned koi specialists in the UK.
Mr. Tate, if you was going to select one out of the 3, which would you go if you're still there, whether or not you did leave when you said, right, good night, all, and went off? If I'm not asking you to pick the best fish, mate, and we're just for your own personal choice. I don't know what you can say or what you can't say anymore nowadays. So A, B, or C, if you were gonna pick one, Alan, which would you go with? Colin says needs more sumi. Pecs to decide what the sumi will do. What makes it stand out as a male? Oh, Paul says what makes it stand out as a male? A.
Well, I thought it was a male when we selected it last year. It's just the shape. Everything about it just screams male to me. Body shape, fins, everything about it.
And the Sankey being a female.
The fact that it's grown more than everything. It was marginally smaller than the rest, and it's grown bigger than the rest. So again, still suggests male to me at this point. And
middle one?
I like the middle one originally. The Benny quality is amazing. It's just a bit. The pattern's not so pleasing, is it?
I don't know. I quite like that.
You like that pattern?
Yeah, I do. No, I really do like that pattern.
It's like 50. The whole front's 50% of the fish is just Benny in it. There's no.
It's got the best Saroji from what I can see looking at that.
So
I mean,
for
that's really nice
breeding aspect, then, Rich, beer would be really good for you, wouldn't it? Deep Benny, good structure.
No,
I like what you're doing there, Matt. That's
I did like it, and I do like it, but the way the Benny's crept across the head's a bit mad, isn't it? That seems stability for me is key. Not you don't want.
But that would that not be a good trait for more Benny to?
No, because if you've got a fish with a pattern, the last thing is Benny to climb and close gaps and do stuff, do you? Like the bottom 1A is not shifted. That pattern, not for a scale.
Yeah, that's literally as it was.
It's just quadrupled in size, grown a body, and looks exactly the same. In fact, it's just got it's got done what you want it to do, isn't it?
The Sankey's bulked up, nice body, but Sumi's dropped off where you wouldn't have expected it to, and it's looking pretty.
It's done what you'd expect. The problem is there's nowhere on that fish where there's got good Sumi at the present.
Yeah, at present.
So you're looking at it. It could well be the best fish of the bunch in another year. It probably will be the best fish of the bunch in another year, but it's a bit of a gamble because if that Sumi don't come up proper, it's shit in it. It's not shit, but it's a disappointment. It needs that Sumi to be good. It's in all the right places, and it should come good, but it's one of them, isn't it? If the bit down by the tail was nice and thick and glossy, you'd be like, yeah, it'd be all right. But there's nowhere on that fish that you could put your hat on and say that's going to be good. There's a gamble.
Yeah, that's made my mind up, Rick. I think all three of them need to stay together.
All right,
Colin's saying, that's what I'm saying. If it had Sumi strong in its pecs, then yes. But it's not a shower. It's a Sankey.
Sankey. So
that doesn't come into that equation like it would do with the shower.
As well as another indicator in it from a Sankey point of view. If that stayed in anywhere where it's good, isn't it? But it's all dropped off.
It's got one though, hasn't it? It's doing what it should do. It's got the one which is to be an odd.
But I'm going to have a look at the pictures again. Had it actually dropped off, or has it stayed exactly the same? Rich?
No, because it had.
It had. If you go back to it, Matt, if you look there, it had 3 in this side and 2 in a little bit in that side, which has now just dropped off to the 1 in the video. He's got the 1 here to this left pec. The right pec's got none.
Has it got 1 in there?
Yeah, it has got 1. Yeah.
You're clutching at straws, man.
No, it's there.
Get out. Where? Oh yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah,
right there. It's probably more difficult for you to see
my 1920s black and white screen.
No, I meant just being smaller. But yeah, in your 1920s laptop.
Yeah, for me, the Kuchibeni Kahaku is the best fish today, but it's the worst fish long term. For me.
So today, maybe never, and future.
Yeah, I'd say for 2025, that Kuchibeni Kahaku could go to a show and it's fucking perfect. Next year, the other Kahaku, and then the following year, the other Sankey.
I mean, if you think about it, Matt, if that one carries on what it's doing, this time next year it might have a full redhead.
Yeah, that'd be a bit of a tall order.
Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting because when you see somebody where they turn around and say, "Oh, that might break there," and it might not break there, or you'd have never have thought that to filled in there, would you?
No.
They should never break, should they? They don't.
No. Well, if it's breaking,
at the end of the day, you want it to be where it is, don't you?
Yeah.
I just
it's hard to tell though. Does that? It is fully joined, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fully joined,
and it's vibrant, just as deep as what it is there throughout the rest. Yeah, that's a good statement there. Great ball of koi, regardless. Everyone would be happy to have them in the pond, 100%, mate. I would have any one of them.
Speak to me tomorrow, Colin.
They're all available at the right price.
And apparently, Rick, you like a full-headed Kahaku.
It's one of my favourites. I don't particularly like the Kuchibeni Kahaku in terms, but the quality of it when I saw it was amazing. So I couldn't not like it.
Mm.
But yeah, they've done good. So that's 3 hours of curry that have done good.
It's 5 done that then, isn't it, on that one? Because
I was promised.
Is that classed as Kuchibeni when it's a button right at the end of the nose like that, or is it Kuchibeni just on the lip?
Kuchibeni was just on the lips.
Yeah, it is. It was red lipstick. That's what Kuchibeni means, doesn't it? So I mean, technically, it's but it has got it into the lips as well.
It's a clownfish. It's got a red nose.
Very nice, mate. They done well. You got some good size on them, didn't you?
He didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Yours.
I always laugh at that bit when you see the awards and you think, but the owners didn't actually do any work whatsoever. It's down to the farm.
Well, yeah, but they've done it on your behalf. You're picking, you're selecting your choice. If you want to choose them fish, then it'll look like that for somebody else, won't they?
If next year we've got lots of kanaki with little coochie Benny noses that look like clowns, we know where they've come from.
How much are they? Philip King says.
I'll speak to you later, Phil.
Ooh, there you go. That means expensive.
Cheap.
Well, they're not cheap. No, they're not cheap.
Not cheap at all.
Yeah.
Right then, that was a nice way to end this evening's show, ladies and gents. What about the Sumi develop in it? In it, bro.
Hey?
What about the Sumi dev in it?
Who said that? Mark.
Crafty.
Not Crafty.
The thank you would be a great one to watch because it is miles away from being ready for a show.
What about the Sumi development in the UK?
Find out.
That might.
We'll find out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Find out when you get home. Get it home, get it in some cold water, bang some bicarb in, get it up nice and high, see what the Sumi comes up and looks like. Then it'll be a banger.
Find out. Cheating's not winning though.
And Susan, no, you can these amazing new things. You can talk to your actual phone nowadays, and it just types what you say.
You're being right. What's the word? Is it facetious?
Yeah.
Annoying. Facetious. Patronising.
Mark, keep me posted. Mark says, "Oh, he's got a new pond being built." Oh, keep you posted.
We want some more Aragoki Ochibas because he ain't got enough. And even when he was offered treble the money for it, he still wouldn't take it. I bet
Oxo loves it, doesn't he? He does, mate. He does. Very much so.
Colin, you love it as well, mate. You get another pond in.
Yeah, Colin, it's about time you built yourself a second pond, mate.
Beyond his pond, loads of fields beyond his pond. Have you seen it? He could have loads of ponds in them fields.
Is that all he's behind it now?
Yeah, it's all his. He owns about 200 acres.
Rich bastard, Col.
At least 200 acres out there.
Isn't it a stately home?
It's a state.
It's got those big gates of the electric. He's got the Land Rover and he's got the fancy Ford for his big electric gates at the end of the big long mile-long drive.
I couldn't get in there. Security,
which he has re-gravelled every year.
Yeah. Isn't Colin the one with the two lions either side of the gate?
That's it. That's the one. Yeah. That's it. And the acorn on top of the gate post.
And when the wife drives in, the butler goes, "Morning, ma'am."
Mom. Right then, ladies and gents, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. And thanks for all those people that came on and joined us this evening to come and have a natter and chat with us. All none of you. 145 people watching. Not one person wants to come on and sit in and have a natter and a chat with us. Maybe next time.
You're so
welcoming.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I reckon what we ought to do is somebody or do a nominate. So at a certain time, everybody can nominate somebody that has to come on.
Well, Gaz can get onto people's laptops so we could just push a button and make their laptop film them.
Wow.
I didn't say that. I said I can take control of your laptop from my PC, and I can do that.
There you go.
You have to allow me to access it.
All right, sorry.
Can you imagine how freaky that would be?
I'm just going to sit there here and I'm like, hey, Rick, put some clothes on there. I'm on your camera.
Yeah, see a camera light come on.
It won't be the first time.
It won't.
No.
No. Is that it then, gents? Are we calling it a deal? I think we should. Usual thing, guys. If you've been enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. And until next week, and more of this crazy madness. Keep smiling, guys. And what's what?
Buy a fish.
Buy a fish. There you go. Buy a fish. And we'll see you on the next one.
Buy a fish.
That's good than that. We could end it with that. Buy a fish.
Keep us in business.
Yeah. Matt, would you like to add anything to it?
Cricket bats.
This has been one hell of an experience. Have a look at that. New change in the garden. Made a little seated area. Into the little bush. So you can sit inside. The other pond.